Hello, people. How's everyone doing? Right, so we have an absolutely monumental final in front of us, don't we? We've got Rafa Nadal, the king of clay, versus the number one ranked player at the moment, Novak Djokovic. Let's be honest, they're going to go down as two of the greats of the game, no doubt whatsoever. Two of the goats. And for anyone that does care, the head-to-head is pretty tight as well. Djokovic edges it, though, 29-27. So 29 wins for him to Nadal's 27 wins. However, I think the most telling fact is probably how they've played on clay against each other. Now, the last time they played on clay was the French Open, where a lot of people actually thought Djokovic might give Nadal his toughest test, but Nadal came through it comfortably, 6-love, 6-2, 7-5. So this is a chance for Djokovic to really, I think, give himself a bit of self-belief going into that French Open to say, you know what, I can beat Nadal. I can beat Nadal, in not just on clay, but in the French, which is the biggest, I think, issue that we have. Um, Pudelat Nadianto, thank you very much for tuning in. Says this is video play, right? I'm not sure what you mean. So it'll be play-by-play commentary. I'll be going over. But yeah. Let's see how this goes. I'm really looking forward to this. I really am. Oh, Rafa and interesting that they're saying that they might go slightly more for Rafa for Djokovic because he actually speaks Italian. Man, this is going to be unbelievable, isn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest, eh? Let's be honest. Going to be absolutely great. Right, let's see as well what they can do because I'm looking forward to not just seeing how this plays out, but seeing how both players go forward. I mean, this is going to be a really big test for Djokovic to see. Look, can I give Nadal problems in the French Open rather than last year, where it was a bit of a walk in the park for Nadal? But Djokovic is no slouch on the clay. We know that. But Nadal is just so good on the clay. I would say Djokovic's worst surface probably is the clay, but in saying that, look, he's so damn good on every surface. He's Novak, and I mean he had a bit of trouble against Tsitsipas and Sonego. I mean, would Tsitsipas have beaten him if it wasn't for the rain? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people saying maybe, but either way, he got the job done, which was really impressive to see from him. And I'm really, really impressed with it. I really have been. I've been extremely impressed by it. That's for sure. Right, so right, come on, boys. This is going to be quality, though. It really is. I just cannot wait for this. Cannot wait. What do we think as well in terms of score lines? I mean, Rafa's the favourite, but anything can happen in Rome. I mean, Djokovic has beaten Nadal at Rome. I think in a best of three, Djokovic definitely has a better chance, I would say, on the clay against Nadal, just because it's a bit more. I feel like Nadal can get blown away potentially in a best of three more than a best of five. I mean, I think the stats show that, considering Nadal has such an amazing record at the French. He still has a very good record on clay in general, but a much better, record at the French Open. Has won the Rome Masters though 9 times, so says a lot. Djokovic has also won it though a few times. So look, I mean, it's going to be a fantastic matchup. They're just warming up now as well. I'm just really looking forward to it. It's going to be an absolutely cracking matchup and cannot wait. Really cannot wait. So yeah, the last meeting between the two, as we know, was at the French Open. Nadal just, crazy. But these two, I think, is probably between these two to potentially, I guess. Look, let's be honest. These two are definitely going to be in the conversation for best ever. But not just that. I think they're going to be the two that are going to battle it out for the most Grand Slams because look, Nadal is joint on 20th, Federer and Djokovic on 18, but both are younger, both probably have more years, and both are still at relatively the top of their game, especially Djokovic. So let's have a look and let's see. Right, so we've got Djokovic just warming up his serve. I think his serve is going to be crucial because he's improved his serve so much, as Djokovic. He also has to try and dictate with his forehand, make sure he doesn't just hit deep, but he also hits wide. So tries to hit close to the tram lines. Don't be scared to do that, right? He's got to be very, very aggressive in terms of his placement, his grouping, and that's what I would be looking for with not just Djokovic in this match, but on clay in general. I think Djokovic has got to utilize this newfound aggression he's got on the serve and forehand, and he's just got to go for it. That's what I would say anyway. Let's see anyway. What I might do is I will be keeping you guys informed, obviously, of the score as well. Let me know who you think is going to win this match and also how you think this is going to go, because I think it's going to be a cracking match, isn't it? Come on, let's be honest. Right, Djokovic to serve first. So second serve here for Nadal to look at as he nets the first serve. Second serve out to Nadal's backhand. And here we go into a rally. We're going to see a lot of these points, that's for sure. Both trying to go deep pretty much straight away on point one here. And this is going to be a cracking... Oh, has he clipped the line there? I think he has. That is an absolute gun backhand down the line there from Novak Djokovic. What a shot. Flipping heck. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Can't believe that. I mean, for a first point, that's certainly a very good start, isn't it? Crazy. Oh, tries to go big out wide. Doesn't know that Djokovic misses the first serve, though. So another second serve for Nadal to look at. This time it goes into the body. Nadal, though, nets a forehand return, which is big shame. Right, so 30 love up is Novak Djokovic here. Down the tee goes Djokovic, and then also down the line, wow, with the forehand. So this has been a very, very good start for Novak Djokovic, an unbelievable start for Novak Djokovic, actually, to be honest with you, because he's just come out all guns blazing with the forehand, backhand, and also that serve just there. First two were not first serves, but he's definitely finding his range very, very, very early on here. Down the tee, this time to Nadal's backhand on the ad side. Nadal trying to wrap the lasso forehand down the line. Djokovic can only put the forehand wide. So 40-15 on Djokovic's serve here. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, 40-15 to Djokovic here. Goes first serve down the tee, but can only net that serve. So second serve again for Nadal to look at. He'll be looking to go very deep with the return, put pressure on Djokovic and get to 40-30 here. Backhand cross court by Nadal, very close to the baseline. Shorter forehand from Djokovic. Even Nadal comes in and puts away the backhand. Very good shot coming in by Nadal, and it's a backhand winner cross court. And Djokovic is just left stranded. To be honest with you, this is a fantastic backhand from Nadal, and it was the return that set it up. That's what it did. It was just a really, really good backhand. Very, very close to the line. Horace Arshad says, "Who do you want to win?" Nadal, man. This is my boy, Rafa. But look, I mean, I think it's going to be fantastic either way. But I want Nadal to win. He's my favorite. He's always been my favorite player. Oh, Nadal can only put the backhand long, so a good hold in the end from Djokovic. It was interesting because you thought maybe he would not be able to get away with it easily and it might go to juice. But Djokovic did very well to make sure that he didn't have to work too hard for that first service game. Very intriguing matchup here. And Nadal, I think, grew into that game a bit more. Djokovic was pretty much guns blazing from ball one. So that says it all, I think. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Really does help the channel to grow. I really appreciate it. So the biggest thing, let me know actually, guys watching and listening as well. What's your favorite part of an Nadal Djokovic matchup? What's the bit that you look forward to the most? Because for me personally, it's the rallies. It's the long rallies, the grueling rallies where you just think, oh, we're into one here, and it's just, next thing you know, it's a drop shot, then they come to the net, then it's a lob, then they go back and they're carrying on. It's just epic rallies that end with a fantastic passing shot, fantastic winner, and that's what I really love watching these two. Just incredible competitors from the back of the court, also at the net as well. But I mean, very underrated, both of them at the net. I think Nadal's probably one of the best volleyers on tour. And Djokovic's serve has improved a lot. Nadal's still trying to beef it up as well, but Djokovic has become a bit more of a weapon. Oh, Nadal is looking good there. That's a good first serve to start off down the tee, and he'll be looking for a lot more of that in this final, getting a lot more first serves in and making sure that Djokovic doesn't have any easy returns. He wants to make it hard. Djokovic is well renowned as one of the best returners ever, to be honest with you. So, I mean, some say he's better than Nadal. I know Murray also is a very good returner and was a very good returner. But Djokovic is widely regarded, I think, as probably the best. Nadal is definitely up there as well. Those two are definitely in the question. Right, Nadal puts the first serve long, and it's a second serve now for Djokovic to look at. Goes into the body, and Djokovic bizarrely just falls over his forehand. It didn't really seem to pop up, so it just skidded on, and just went into a net. Interesting. Interesting that Djokovic has only broken Nadal 4 times in the last 10 outings, which is pretty crazy to think about because, as I said, he's regarded as probably the best returner of all time. So maybe on this surface, he's just not as effective. I guess probably because the returns don't come back as quickly, right? Like he can't use the pace as much on the clay. But good point there from Djokovic, and he gets on the board on Nadal's serve. 30-15 to Nadal here. And I'll tell you what, it's just looking like this could be a very long match, but I'm looking forward to it. You can see a limited capacity of 20,000 people, I think, in there, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. 20%, sorry, capacity, not 20,000. Nadal goes down. Goes out wide even. Djokovic just trying to survive at this point with a lob backhand. Bizarre. And he seems to really be struggling with the surface of Djokovic. I think it's not coming on as he probably thinks it will. Oh, unbelievable stuff from Novak Djokovic. He was literally just surviving in that point. Surviving on that point. Let's have a look here. So it's a good backhand, and Nadal goes to the lasso forehand, and Djokovic is trying to survive, goes short. Nadal really, it's his point, but Djokovic reads it into out forehand, and all he has to do is just palm it back into court, and that's exactly what he's done. In fact, it's not even just a palm; it's a volley from just inside the baseline, but he just placed it into court, and 30 all. So unbelievable from Djokovic. Nadal will be disappointed because we just need to hit it behind him, really. Didn't pick the right side, and now Djokovic has got a break point because that was a very good return from Djokovic deep, and Nadal's netted the forehand. So what a turn of events here. At 30 love up, Nadal just looked like he was going to go very comfortably on this service game, but now he has to save a break point here. So crazy. This is what can happen though at elite level, right? These kinds of players, it can turn like this, small margins. Nadal goes down the line, very good from Djokovic. Just, I mean, he manages to somehow get that return back, but Nadal goes, "Thank you very much. I'll put that away," and a fantastic slice drop shot into out, and it's just beautiful from Nadal. And Djokovic is just left stranded, so gets it back to juice very quickly. Does Nadal and brushes away the break point very quickly. Oh, okay. So Nadal trying to go down the tee, but this time again, it is a fault. So a second serve for Djokovic to look at. He will step into this. He did that against Senego and Tsitsipas. Second serve, trying to come in as much as possible. So Nadal trying to kick this. He tried to go big with the kick. Djokovic gets it deep though, and that's a long forehand by Djokovic. He'll be really disappointed. You can see his head just rocks back, and he can't believe it almost. Advantage to Nadal. So Nadal advantage up here, so he's done well to survive that break point. To be honest, hasn't looked too much in trouble since being 40-30 down. The last couple of points, he's looked pretty comfortable. But I think that's more some good serving and also some good play. Also an unforced error chucked in there by Djokovic going long with the forehand. So already a very intriguing matchup as Nadal will serve a second serve now here to Djokovic. I reckon he's going to go out wide. Let's have a look. Yes, he does to the Djokovic backhand. Djokovic goes very deep with the backhand cross court. Nadal into the rally, and Djokovic this time tries to go with his own drop shot, and that's a really, really good drop shot. And that's something that Djokovic tried to utilize in the French Open, and it just didn't work at all because he wasn't utilizing it at the right points. This time he did use it at the right point. Let's have a look. Yeah, very, very good drop shot by Novak Djokovic. Nadal just a bit too loopy with the forehand and didn't really get put enough on it. Djokovic takes a drop shot on early and it's back to juice. This time, trying to go into the body is Rafael Nadal. Trying to go into the body, but he puts it into the net. So a second serve here. Djokovic, you can see, look at that. On the cam, he's just moving forward, almost like a predator, trying to return a lot closer to the baseline. Yeah, there you go. You can see he's almost inside the baseline there when he's returning. Another drop shot from Djokovic this time. I don't think it's the right choice, but we're about to see. Can he? Oh, let's have a look. Does the dog get that? That's gone wide. Okay, so this is what. So Djokovic goes with the drop shot. Nadal gets there, but this is where I think Nadal hasn't done well enough there because the approach shot is not good enough. Comes to the net and then Djokovic lobs him, and Nadal can only palm the forehand wide. So another breakpoint opportunity for Djokovic there. And it seems like the drop shot, which is something that he tried to employ at the French Open, didn't work. But look, it's worked in two of the points here, and it's given him another breakpoint opportunity. Nadal goes out wide to Djokovic's backhand, and Djokovic can only put the backhand long. So Nadal on the clay for some reason seems to be serving a lot better. Either he serves better or Djokovic returns less well on this surface to Nadal. One of the two, or maybe it's a combination. So juice here, number 3 in Rome as well, where apparently the commentators were saying that the crowd might be slightly more in favour in Djokovic because Djokovic actually speaks Italian, which is fair enough, I guess. Deep, very, very good rally here. Slice down the line from Nadal. Djokovic goes cross court with the backhand out into out forehand down the line. Nadal trying to survive here and can only slice wide. So another breakpoint opportunity for Djokovic. Nadal, you could tell there was definitely not the aggressor. He tried to dictate at the start. Djokovic then kind of gained control of that rally a little bit. And Nadal with a couple of slices, trying to mix it up a little bit. Djokovic just wasn't having any of it. And was saying, look, that's not enough. That's not deep enough. I'm going to come on the front foot. And eventually, Nadal having to succumb to an unforced error. So breakpoint number 3 for Djokovic here. And Nadal will be looking to go big on this first, so he has to, as he did when he saved the first break point. Yes, he does, into Djokovic's forehand. Down the tee, though, Djokovic going with big topspin, cross court, this time down the line, flatter, and then goes cross court with the backhand. Nadal with a lasso forehand, and Nadal again now, this time with the backhand, cross court, just, he was nailing the backhand cross court, but the second backhand, he goes wide, and so it's a break point. Is wow, the break point is taken by Djokovic, and this is a very intriguing matchup. Djokovic now 2-love up in this. Nadal is a breakdown. The backhand cross court, I thought he was going to cream that, but unfortunately, that cross court backhand was just wide. First one was good, second one went wide. All right, Djokovic 2-love up here and a break up. So Nadal will be looking to break back straight away. Can he do it, though, is the issue, because 3-love down is not looking fantastic the first set, is it? Right, here we go. Djokovic is nets the backhand. So that's better from Nadal because the depth on that forehand is a lot better. And that's what he needs to be doing. Hit it with a bit more pace, but also not just pace and depth, but it's the width as well, kind of dragging Djokovic out. You don't want to be giving him, you don't want to be giving him easy movement to that backhand side. You want to be making sure that he has to stretch, he has to really work for it. And that's what I would be doing if I was Nadal, which again, I'm not because I'm nowhere near as good as Nadal. But that's what I'd tell him anyway. Like he'd listen. That looked like that was in, I thought that was in. Apparently it's long, the big lasso forehand from Nadal, which went down the middle. Apparently it's long. From here it looked like it was in, but again, who knows? Apparently it's out. I'm sure they know a lot better than me. So 15-all here, and Djokovic with a first serve. Nadal swaying side to side in his pink headband and also purple top. Very colourful, has Nadal been in this Masters. Oh, fantastic down the line. Wow. So this time, a lot better. So Nadal actually goes shorter. Djokovic comes in, which is the right thing to do, but the approach shot on the backhand side is not quite good enough. Let's have a look here. So he comes in and tries to nail the backhand cross court, but it's not good enough. And Nadal spanks the forehand down the line. And Djokovic can only scramble. And unfortunately, nowhere near it. And 30-15 up on Djokovic's serve here. So a big, big first serve is what Djokovic will be looking for here. Can he get it? I guess is the question. He can. That's a huge serve down the middle, down the tee to Nadal's backhand, and that's really, really good from Novak Djokovic. And down to 30-all. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. I really do appreciate it. You are all legends. 30-all here, and Djokovic 2-love up with his red A6 trainers on, trying to go out wide to Nadal, but can only net the first serve. Second serve, what do we think? Down the tee to the Nadal backhand? Maybe. Might go to the body as well. Let's have a look. He does go to the body. Nadal all goes backhand down the line, and now trying to really dictate with that forehand, but Djokovic is not quite letting him. He's really trying to avoid Nadal. Look at this. He knows that Nadal's backhand is solid, but it's not super threatening like the forehand. He's not silly. So this is interesting. So Djokovic is trying to use this kind of lob backhand, which I don't think I've ever seen him use against Nadal, but it's something that I guess gives him time, and he probably backs himself defensively. But this this lob from Djokovic has not got enough depth, and it's just a smash from Nadal and just puts it away. And now he's got a chance here. I think he's 40-30 up on Djokovic's serve, if I'm not mistaken. And this is a breakpoint opportunity. And yes, it is a breakpoint for Nadal here. Can Djokovic bring up the goods with a big serve? So left first serve, and Nadal goes cross court, pings the forehand down the line. Ball boy has to rush along for it. So first serve for Novak Djokovic here. I reckon he's going to go down the tee to the backhand. So look. No, he tries to actually go out wide to the forehand, but it's long. So you can see that Djokovic has got more belief in his serve. He thinks it's a weapon, and it definitely has become more of one. 100%. It's definitely something he's improved on. This time it's into the body. Nadal, though. Oh, and the break is there. Nadal goes an angle, shorter forehand, and Djokovic tries to go cross court backhand. And again, similar to Nadal getting broken, he goes wide. And Nadal has just broken back. And we've had two back to back breaks now here. So he's back on serve. Nadal serving at 1-2 down. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Let me know as well who you think is going to win this match, who are you backing, and why as well, and who's your favorite as well. Do you have a favorite in here? Is there someone that you're rooting for more than the other person? Let me know. Right, so Nadal, I think, has pretty much played how I thought he would play for the most part. Djokovic has definitely utilized some different things. I think the drop shot, which is what he tried to utilize in the French Open, he's definitely used that a couple of times, more than I would maybe have expected him to because of what happened in the French, where it didn't work. But he's backed himself and said, "No, I'm going to utilize it, and I just need to use it at the right time, sparingly," which I think is fine. He's also used this kind of slice backhand down the line which kind of kicks away right off the court, which means that Nadal has to play a backhand. So he's trying to make sure that Nadal cannot run around it. Very, very interesting tactic. And he's also got a defensive mechanism, which I could be wrong, but I haven't seen him use this a lot against Nadal, which is the lob backhand, which is used a couple of times. That could just be more of a survival mechanism than anything. And again, I think that's to give himself a bit more time defensively to get into position and maybe make Nadal have to hesitate when coming forward. Anyway, 1-2 down. Nadal serving here. It's on serve after two back-to-back breaks. And Nadal be looking to hold and keep it solid and get to 2-2. Let's see. Nadal goes down the tee to the Djokovic backhand. Djokovic tries to go deep, but it's straight into Nadal's into-out forehand. And now we're into a rally that's fantastic depth by both players there. But then a bit shorter from both as well, going cross-court exchanges, the forehand of Djokovic to the backhand of Nadal. But then Djokovic switches it up, tries to go down the line with the forehand and misses the line down the line, and 15-love to Nadal. So very interesting. Very, very interesting. Right, so 15-love here to Nadal. A very intriguing rally. And this is what I mean. They are going to have these types of rallies where they just grind each other down. It really will be longer rallies. This time's a fantastic serve by Nadal, a fantastic return by Djokovic, just dropping inside the baseline. Nadal gets round to it, and now Djokovic is in control of this rally. You can tell he's definitely the aggressor. Goes cross court with the backhand. Nadal goes lasso forehand, and now this time Djokovic comes in, and I think has he clipped the line there? No, he hasn't. No, he hasn't. So this time Djokovic goes backhand down the line and then comes into the net because a shorter ball from Nadal. Nadal tries to slice it past Djokovic down the line as a passing shot. Just long. 15-all and fantastic. Unbelievable. Crazy. It just shows the mix that these guys can play with just in one point, the different types of tennis. 15-all Nadal looking into the crowd. I think someone's disturbing him there. And he goes down the tee to the Djokovic backhand, who gets that again with very good depth. The returning's been pretty good actually from Djokovic, but Nadal punishes a shorter ball from Djokovic on the backhand side, comes in and just crunches the forehand cross court with that archetypal, that classic lasso forehand of Nadal's, huge topspin, and it just jumps off the court for a winner. Beautiful to see front on as well on the replay. And Djokovic is just like, fine, fair enough, like it happens. But I think one thing to note is that Djokovic's returning has been much improved in this service game. I think it's actually just in the rallies, Nadal's managed to get through them better. But 30-15 here, Djokovic just needs to be better on the return +1 shot. Right, here we go again. Fantastic depth from Djokovic. Now, can he set up the point? He comes in again. The approach shot probably just not as good, but Nadal actually says, "Well, here we go. He's a free point," and he hits the forehand long. So actually, doesn't punish Djokovic for the poor approach shot. 30 all here. Nadal 1-2, and on his serve. Guys in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it. It's greatly appreciated. Thank you everyone for joining. 30 all here, and 2-1 up to Novak Djokovic. Nadal at 30 all. First serve out wide. What a serve, and an ace for Rafael Nadal. Goes out wide to the Djokovic forehand, and he finds the angle, just clips the line. And yeah, 40-30. Very good serving from the Spaniard. So first serve percentage is interesting, and so far, of course, we've only played 3 games. Nadal's at 76% and Djokovic is at 58%. I'm sure we'll get a better gauge of where people's serves are at the end of this first set. Nadal 40-30 up, and we'll be looking for another big first serve. It's interesting. I think he's actually looking at Djokovic, trying to see where he is. This time goes down the tee with a huge serve down the tee, and that's fantastic. Wow. 2-all, and Nadal and Djokovic are 2 games all here on serve. Djokovic will be wanting to do something similar with the big serving anyway, and also dictating the points. Right, what are we going to get in this 5th game? Because it's been fantastic so far, that's for sure. Nadal's mother in the crowd, and also his wife and sister all watching on. So that's really cool, isn't it, though? You've got your family and in a crowd watching you. They can just enjoy watching you play a bit of tennis. It's great. It's great. One of the greatest ever as well in Rafa. Djokovic goes down the line. Nadal, not a huge amount of depth on the return, and Djokovic trying to make it pay with the approach, then comes in on the backhand side. Nadal slices. Nadal actually reads the smash from Djokovic, which is actually one of Djokovic's weak parts of his game, is his smash. Smashes it basically straight to Nadal. Nadal doesn't make him pay with the forehand, and Djokovic gets away with that slightly. 15-love though for Novak, and his serve is definitely beefed up, hasn't he? He 100% has. It's definitely. I've just been very impressed. I think it's the work he's done with Goran Ivanisevic has been really impressive, and I think that's what gave him so much momentum in that Australian Open final. Australian Open in general. Fantastic. Oh, this is a fantastic point. Nadal should finish this off. No, he doesn't. The smash is straight at Djokovic. Oh my gosh. Now this is where you think, not fading it away, you're not clinical. And Nadal smashes straight to Djokovic's forehand, and then Djokovic just smashes it straight at Nadal. Let's have a look here. Cross court, and Nadal actually gets across on the backhand, but can only dump the backhand volley into the net. Nadal in complete control there. Djokovic just trying to survive, and unfortunately cannot. Just crazy stuff. Djokovic goes down the tee this time. Huge first serve. Wow. 40-love up, and Nadal will be kicking himself because that's 2 points where he really had chances to win the points and didn't. So he'll be a little bit frustrated about that. I would, especially that second point. But Djokovic with a fantastic serve down the tee there. And that's something that's definitely improved. The ace count. I mean, he served the most aces at the Australian Open. I don't remember the last time he's ever served the most aces in a tournament or a Grand Slam even. Another ace, this time has gone out wide to the backhand side, and fantastic hold to love for Djokovic. And he is 3-2 up here, and Nadal will be looking for something similar, an easy hold to then look to focus on breaking. I think both these guys such good returners, also not bad returners, servers, sorry, either. But both will be looking to have easy holds and then really expend that energy on having to return and return deep, and then also get into the rally and really put their opponent under pressure. That's what they'll be looking to do and grind them down. Guys, as well, whilst we are in this very, very short break, please do remember to like this video. It really does help the channel. I really do appreciate it. And please do remember to subscribe to the channel as well. It really does help the channel to grow. And yeah, let's get the word out there. Thank you very much for tuning in as well. And any comments or questions, feel free to shoot as well in the comment section. This has been an absolutely fantastic matchup so far. Great to see from both players. It has been, it's just been really good to see, I think. Really good to see. Novak Djokovic just having a little bit of a drink, and they've got someone on screen, a couple of people in the crowd as well. Rome, very overcast here in London. It's just pouring down, really. I live here in London, and it's just pouring down here. So lucky that it's not pouring down now, as we wouldn't get any tennis, would we? So that's good to see. Djokovic skips back out onto court with his red Lacoste shirt and also his red Asics shoes. So looking at Nadal's first placement, it's been fantastic for the most part anyway. Been very good. Kind of the first percentage been very, very good. I think on that ad side, which is interesting, he's definitely trying to get, he's happy to say, you know what, I'm going to get that in, and then I'm going to go on the forehand and just crash it, right? Which is fair enough, I guess. Right, Nadal goes down the tee, this time on the juice side, and Djokovic can only put the backhand wide. So 15 low up for Nadal here. And I'll tell you what, this is definitely going to be interesting. I cannot wait for to get to the business end of this set. It's crazy. Right, 15 love for Rafael Nadal here. Djokovic 3-2 up, so still on serve. Nadal goes out wide to the Djokovic backhand, then wraps that forehand cross court again and just goes, you know what? You put that shorter in the court, but this time I'm gonna put it away. I'm not gonna let you get back in this rally and just completely creams the forehand down the line. The shorter ball from Djokovic, Nadal punishing in the end. Yeah, much better from Rafa Nadal, and forehand winners, 4 for Nadal, 1 for Djokovic so far in this match. 30 love here for Rafa. Goes down the tee to Djokovic's backhand. This time the depth not as good. Djokovic's depth has not been as good in this return game as it was in the previous one, and you can tell because the scoreline reflects that. 40 love for Nadal, and this could be another easy hold here. Nadal could have an easy hold like Djokovic did the previous game. 40 love up here. Some good first serves in, and Nadal just rubbing something away from his head and then goes out wide with the forehand. Oh, crunches the 1+ shot into the net, does Nadal. So sorry, it was a serve that was out wide. Djokovic actually plants the backhand pretty middle and kind of short, and Nadal unfortunately can only crash that into the net. So 40-15 here for Nadal, and a big unforced error, but he won't be too disappointed with that. I think he'll just be thinking, look, let's reset, and now let's put away a big serve. And he tries to down the tee. Very good return from Djokovic just to even get that back in court, but Nadal just crunches the forehand down the line, and it is 3 games all. 3 games all, and now it's Novak Djokovic who will be looking to hold pretty comfortably once again, with back-to-back easy holds is what he'll be looking at. Right, 3 games all here, and Novak Djokovic trying to go big to Nadal's backhand, so trying to go out wide with the serve, but can only put it into the net. So a second serve for Nadal to look out. This time goes out wide again to the backhand side. Now trying to get into the rain. Nadal slicing. Djokovic goes into it with the forehand and then tries to this time go down the line into out. And then comes forward. Little drop volley there. Very interesting from Djokovic. Interesting. So 15 love for Djokovic. And you're just thinking Nadal could have gone a bit more aggressive there potentially. I don't know. Guys in the chat, we've got quite a few people. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I really do appreciate it, and it really helps the channel to grow. Thank you very much. 15 love here, and Djokovic. I don't know. I think he's going to try and go down the tee. Let's have a look. Yes, he does. He just tries to go down the tee, but misses it just wide. Nadal having a look at the line. What's happening? A clap. Right. Also, second serve here. Djokovic goes into the body. Nadal wrapping the forehand. You can just see it come on after the topspin hits the ground, the clavin, and then, wow, fantastic backhand cross court from Rafa Nadal. And Djokovic on the run can only net the forehand. 15 all here, and this is it's almost tiring to watch at times because these guys are just such good athletes, and they really do make it hard for each other. Hardly any easy points. Unless someone's played kind of exceptionally well throughout the whole point. 15 all here, and Djokovic this time going out wide, so he's just predominantly going to Nadal's back on the serve, which is pretty normal. Oh, what a point! So this time Djokovic tries to go with the drop shot again, and Nadal gets forward, kind of just slice, almost like a slice drop shot of his own. Let's have a look. So it goes down the line, and then Djokovic just goes, okay, I'm going to go try and go down the line. And Nadal with a fantastic volley, fantastic drop volley there, actually, cross court. Really, really good from Rafa Nadal. 15-30 here on Djokovic's serve. Djokovic with a fantastic serve out wide to the Nadal forehand. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. 30 all. 3 all and 30 all. This is just, yeah, fantastic to see. Right. So 30 all and 3 games all here. Novak just having a look. I reckon he's going to go down T. No, he doesn't. He's just sticking to Nadal's backhand, which is fair enough. Nadal the shorter ball there. Djokovic going into wow, then comes down the line. That should go wide. Yes, it does. So fantastic stuff. Really, really good. 40-30 from Novak Djokovic. Really, really good. Djokovic's, I think, placement has been very good on the serve in this game. It's been fantastic. The pinpoint placement from the Serb. Novak, I reckon to the backhand again, do we think? No, I reckon to the backhand. Let's have a look. 40-30 up, tries to go out wide to the forehand, but just goes along with it. So second serve, Nadal needs to make this count, I think. If we can take it to juice, then you never know. So it can sometimes be a bit of a lottery, but if he obviously lets Djokovic hold here, then he might find it's a missed opportunity. Let's have a look. Nadal goes to the classic lasso forehand cross court, and that should be long, and it is. Djokovic goes long with the backhand cross court, and it's juice. So some very good depth and power from Nadal from the forehand cross court, giving Djokovic problems there, not making it easy for the Serb. Juice and 3 all here. Novak is definitely wanting an easier route here, I think. He'll want a couple of big first serves and maybe a couple of long returns. And that is a very good backhand from Nadal, the low topspin, and Djokovic kind of falling a little bit over the forehand. And we've got a court view here, and Djokovic utilising the lob, which is very interesting. And Nadal, I would say, in control, although is he? Oh, yes, he is. I say yes, he is, but it wasn't. It was Djokovic who somehow came out with this fantastic angled into out forehand to Nadal's forehand, and then just Nadal can only put it into the net. Let's have a look. Oh, sorry, it's the backhand even cross court, crazy backhand. Wow. Let's have a look. Wow, unbelievable. Takes it early, does Novak. Unbelievable from Djokovic. Fantastic backhand cross court there. Advantage to Novak, and a second serve though for Rafa to look at. So we might get back to juice here. So let's have a look. Hopefully, Novak goes. Oh, it's a double. It's a double fault. So definitely not what he would have been looking for. Double fault there from Novak. Very, very interesting. I think pretty surprised actually by that as well that he's double faulted there. Expecting a bit more from Novak. This time he's gone. Wow. Oh my god, what a point. Wow. And Nadal is like, yeah, come on. Crazy. And his racket's gone crazy. Wow. So he's just tumbled onto the floor, Nadal, after getting that. So this time it's a serve and volley from Novak Djokovic. And it's actually, I thought it was a really good drop volley. And then he just crunches the he just crunches the forehand cross court, manages to get to it. Crazy. I don't think he's happy with the line. He slipped over it. Yeah, they're like paper. They're like, oh, I slipped over the line. Crazy. Look at this flipping heck. He's just fallen over. Crazy man. Absolutely crazy. Right, break point here. Nadal definitely pumped up. Djokovic will be too, to be honest with you, thinking, what the heck is going on? Should be letting him put that away. That was such a good serve and volley, and he somehow got to that. Oh, Djokovic goes huge with the backhand on the line. Now comes forward, and Nadal slips again, and he just, well, to be fair, I think he wrong foots Nadal, goes behind him, and it's juice. A very good point from Novak. Oh, crazy. Right, juice number 3 on Djokovic's serve. So this is definitely Nadal will be looking at as a chance. Djokovic will be thinking some big serves, and that's a good first serve. And we're into a very angled rally here. And again, he's gone behind Nadal. So very, very good from Novak. Good depth, and he's just said, "I'm going to hit it behind him again." Wrong footer, and he did it again, and Nadal just left stranded. So I think Nadal needs to maybe make sure that the angles are better there. It's probably a little bit predictable to the Djokovic backhand. He's making it easy for him. Djokovic is reading it quite easy in those couple of points. Needs to maybe go more at an angle and more depth as well. Don't let Djokovic step in like he's doing. It's hard because Djokovic will do it anyway. And he's just so good off that backhand side. Nadal goes cross court with the backhand, and now lasso forehand cross court as well. Then he goes down the line with the forehand, and then crunches the backhand down the line. And I think he's gone long, and he has. He has. So 4-3 for Djokovic, and it's still on serve. It's still on serve here. Right. So Nadal vs Djokovic 3-4. Four. So we've got the line's obviously just like nailed on, which is really interesting. Which surely that's not great because the surface of the line means that when it hits the line, it definitely will like skid on and stuff as well. Why don't you? Why don't they paint them on? Is that not better, or am I being silly? Yeah, it is. Rafa, like, how dare you? Shouting at the line. Right, so we are 4-3 to Djokovic, and also we've got Rafa who is serving to keep it on serve. Guys, whilst we are having a little break here, just a reminder to please do like this video. It just really helps the channel. And please do remember to subscribe to the channel as well. Again, just helps the channel to grow. And I really appreciate it. You're all legends. I'm just having a look at Djokovic's first serve accuracy here, and he's really just hitting the lines, as in he's very tight out wide and down the tee, and not too much into the body. I think a lot of people utilize that more on second serves, from what I've seen, to make sure that you know what you can hit a big kick serve into the body and it's difficult to return. But yeah, anyways, Nadal is 3-4 down and on his serve and nets the first serve, so second serve for Novak Djokovic to have a look at. Really good. I've been really, really impressed from both guys. I mean, the level has been extremely good. Oh, that's long. Yeah, that is long from Rafa Nadal. Djokovic goes with almost his own kind of lasso forehand, which you don't always see too often. Very good return deep. Nadal tries to do the same, but puts a little bit too much on it and overcooks the forehand. Sebastian Nadal looks like he's about to fall asleep, which is Rafa Nadal's father. Right, 4-3 on Nadal serve, 15 love down, and Rafa will be looking for a big serve here. Probably, I'll say out wide. Let's have a look. Yeah, tries to Nadal's back. Sorry, Djokovic's backhand. Return fantastic, and now we're into a forehand to backhand exchange. Djokovic hits the net cord, but it stays on his side, which Nadal will be very thankful for because he got a couple of very unlucky ones against Yannick Sinner, I remember. And 15 all here, 4-3 to Djokovic, as I said, on serve, and Nadal will be looking for a few big first serves here, a few shorter points he'll probably like, so that he can have a bit more of a comfortable hold, and then again kind of channel his focus into breaking Novak. Nadal with some very good forehands cross court here. Djokovic though replying in tune with his own backhand cross courts, and now we're into a very interesting rally from both. A couple of loopy, huge topspin forehands and backhands from both as well, almost to try and stay in the rally. And Nadal can only go long though with the backhand down the line, which is very, very surprising from the Spaniard. Oh man, crazy. Hmm. That's really interesting. So points won past 9 rallies, past 9 shots. Uh, Nadal only won 1 point. Djokovic 9. That says a lot. That's much better. This time, Nadal goes huge with the serve and forehand, and I think he needs to utilize the newer balls here. They're on the newer balls are on offer. You got to utilize them, right? Win a speed 164 k's. That's huge. That's over 100 miles an hour. That's carnage from Rafael Nadal. Absolutely huge from the Spaniard. So that's what more of that, please. That's what he needs. More of that. 30 all here, and Rafa goes down the line to Djokovic's backhand, then comes forward. It's a bit of a shorter return, just crunches the forehand down the line, and that's what he needs, right? I mean, clearly we've just seen the stat. No shots, rallies past 9 shots. Djokovic has won 8 of them, and Nadal 1. So I think Clearly, as the rallies get longer, Djokovic gets stronger. I'm not saying be super aggressive and reckless, but I think calculated aggression is a phrase I like to use, and Nadal is definitely the king of that at times. Well, for most times, to be honest with you, he really is. Djokovic 40-30 up here. Nadal, sorry, even 40-30 up, and goes out wide with the serve to Djokovic's backhand. Then a fantastic lasso forehand, and Djokovic can only put the backhand long. So 4 games all here, and we are into the business end of this set. Guys in the chat, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. It's 4 games all. As I said, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and Nadal walking out, changing his racket, and I'm looking forward to seeing, hopefully, Rafa just come up with the goods here, right? I mean, I'm a bit of a Rafa fan, to be fair, but I mean, you've got to respect Djokovic and how good he is as well. Flipping heck, I mean, all I can say is these guys are just, yeah, unbelievable. Unbelievable. And I can understand why people love Djokovic as well. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? Right, 4 all here, and second serve for Rafa Nadal to look at as Djokovic looks to the sky, looks to the heavens, and he is in his red Lacoste shirt and also his red Asics. Nadal obviously a bit more colourful in his purple and pink. Nadal with a shorter forehand, but very good from Djokovic, and then he can only put the forehand long. So 15 love to Novak, and I think the depth from Djokovic is just so impressive, and I think that's what really sets him apart from pretty much all other players. Is I think if someone was to ask me what is Novak's best quality, I would say the depth on his shots. The depth he gets on ground strokes is better than anyone else. Nadal might hit the forehand better and at times, and I think people will definitely say that. But in terms of depth on ground strokes, Djokovic is just unprecedented. Nadal here, though, both with very good depth here, but a shorter forehand from Nadal, and Djokovic goes very big down the line. Here we go, and that's a fantastic drop shot. Oh my gosh. From the Spaniard, Rafael Nadal. What a drop shot. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you've already. It really does help the channel to grow. We've got a Djokovic fan in here. He says, Victor, let's go Djokovic. Nice one. He goes, link. I don't have a link, but he goes, let's go Djokovic. Fair enough. So I'm assuming Victor thinks that Djokovic is going to win. It's 15 all here and 4 games apiece. Djokovic this time, that'll be a first serve after a let. Nadal's got a cut on the side of his knee. It's a graze, like bleeding. It's pretty grim, to be honest with you. It's one of those things you get as a kid if you're in a scooter and you just graze your knees. So good serve from Djokovic, just really dragging Nadal so wide on the backhand side, and he can only put the backhand wide down the line. So 30-15 to Novak, and Nadal, I think, is probably thinking to himself, I need to be returning a little bit better here because Djokovic is returning well. Maybe his anticipation needs to be a bit better. But Djokovic has been quite impressive, I think, in terms of his placement for the most part, as has to be said. Goes down the tee this time, does Novak, and a fault and a second serve for Rafa to have a look at. What do you guys prefer in terms of outfit, by the way? I'm really interested. Novak's or Nadal's? Oh, another double. So that's 2 doubles in this match so far from Djokovic. That's 2 double faults. I don't think we've seen a double fault from Rafa Nadal yet. But that's quite a big one at 30-15 down at 4 all as well. Now it's 30 all. This is a very, very crucial point. If he loses this, he's a break point down. I don't know. That seemed like quite a big moment. Let's see. Let's see, because next thing you know, Djokovic just crunches the first serve. He tries to go down the tee, but he crunches the first serve into the net. So second serve for Rafael Nadal to have a look at. At 30 all. Djokovic goes into Nadal's backhand, And we're into a rally and a very good forehand from Nadal, dragging Djokovic out. But Djokovic is, he's just held so firm on the backhand side, has Novak. So firm. 40-30 up, 4 games all. Djokovic, just the resilience and the defensive capabilities, unbelievable from the Serb. Really, really good. Good anticipation as well, but just the depth and the defensive capability to get everything and get it back cleanly was great. This time, Djokovic goes down the tee at 40-30 up here. Nadal looking for juice. That will be long, though. Yes, it is long. So that's a really, really good hold because he's edged in front at 5-4, and now Nadal will be serving to stay in this set. And as I said, we're into the business end of this set. It's Nadal versus Djokovic in the Rome Open final, and Djokovic 5-4 up, and Nadal. Let's see, Nadal has to serve to stay in the set. Guys, whilst we have a slight break, please do remember to like this video, smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and also the notification bell as well to get alerted to all new videos. I really do appreciate it. Please do so because it just really helps the channel to grow. I really appreciate it. And let me know as well if you've got any comments or questions, far away in the comment section. And let me know how you think both players are playing and who you think is a favourite to win now from here. Very interesting. Very interesting. The first serve of Novak is a lot better. It's become so good. Right, here we go. So Novak is 5-4 up, and Nadal serving to stay in the set. Djokovic will be looking to break here and just take the set perfect. I mean, it'd be perfect, wouldn't it? It's a perfect time to break someone at 5-4 up on their serve. All right, here we go. Nadal clay all over his back after that slip. Classic. Rafa goes down the tee to Djokovic's backhand, then crunches out wide. Djokovic claws back the backhand, and now shorter there from Djokovic, and Nadal just drives the backhand down the line and says, "Thank you very much. I'm going to take that on." And it's a winner, and a very good and clinical winner from the Spaniard. The backhand is just improved a lot, hasn't it? From I was talking about Djokovic's first serve. I think it's safe to say that Nadal's backhand is also much improved. I mean, it's just a very, very solid shot now. It's definitely not the type of shot that I look at and think, you know what, this is not a good shot. It's a very good shot. All clips the net there, does Djokovic, trying to drag Nadal out on the backhand side. Ooh, then comes forward with the approach shot. Again, Novak Djokovic this time into out forehand, and Nadal nearly crunches the forehand down the line, just clips the top of the net. That would have been a very good passing shot. And 15 all here on Nadal's serve. And Djokovic looking to just get the return as deep and as difficult for Nadal as possible, I think. And he's just been so good at that throughout his whole career, hasn't he? Nadal this time goes down the line. Saletho clips the top of the net and drops into the service box. So a first serve for Nadal. Will he go down the tee or will he go out wide? I think he's predominantly gone down the tee, hasn't he, to the Djokovic backhand. He's just kind of stuck to his lefty serve and said, I'm going to kind of go with what's more natural, but nail it. And it has worked for the most part. I'll be interested to see if he tries to mix it up. No, he actually tries to go very big on the one down the line. Actually gets it quite wrong, goes very wide with that serve down the line. So second serve here for Djokovic to look at. I think Nadal going to the body. No, tries to go to the backhand again. I thought that was out. Is that out? No, it's not. So it's a miss hit, I think, from Djokovic, and it's clipped the line. And the line is definitely not being his friend, that's for sure. Oh, crazy. So an apology from Djokovic, and 30-15 up on Rafa's serve at 5-4 down. So this is a big, big point. Nadal goes down the tee, and that's a huge first serve. Wow. What a serve from Rafael Nadal down the tee. Just backs himself 201 kilometers per hour. Hits the line. Crazy. Crazy from the Spaniard. A really, really good serve to bring it back to 30 all. Right, here we go, Spaniard. We'll be looking for another big first serve at the last one, and he gets it. Actually, that's a big, big serve. Djokovic though manages to get it back in play, but he goes round the backhand and crunches the forehand into the open court, and it's a winner. And it's 40-30 now to Rafael Nadal. Unbelievable stuff from the Spaniard. Two really big points and crucial points. So let's see, can he close it out and take it to 5-all? Right, here we go. Forehand win is 10 for Nadal, 2 for Djokovic, and back forehand unforced errors, 4 for Djokovic, 6 for Nadal. So that's pretty much what you'd expect, I'd assume. Nadal goes down the line with the forehand after a big first serve down the tee. Djokovic on the defensive here. Can Nadal put it away? Yes, he can. He crunches through that forehand into the open court, and it's we're at 5-all now. So we're in the business end of this set, and I tell you what a match we have on here. Just updating the scoreboard, and whilst I do, guys, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really does help the channel to grow. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate it. And what a game we've had so far. What a match we've had so far. These two, I mean, Rafa Nadal, the king of clay, Novak Djokovic, the number one in the world. And this is a chance for especially Novak Djokovic to show Nadal, I'm a real threat to you at the French Open. If he wins this, Nadal will be wanting to win and say, you know what, I'm the man. No one's going to beat me at the French Open. You guys are not on my level. Let's see. 5-all here. Djokovic serving. Goes down the tee to Nadal's forehand. A bit shorter return from Nadal. Now a slice down the line from Nadal. Djokovic runs round it onto the forehand side. Then tries to go drop shot. The water drop shot from Novak. This time again, it's the Nadal lasso forehand into Djokovic's backhand. And Tsitsipas did this quite well actually against Nadal. I think it was in Monaco, which is taking it on the top of the bounce and then going, I'm going to slice that softly over the net with the backspin. Really, really good. Really, really good. 15 all here for Novak Djokovic. 15 love, sorry, even. Goes out wide, and that's a big, big serve. I think that's an ace. Nadal just checking it. I think he's saying it's out. It's out. So I thought it was an ace, but it's just out. So a second serve for Rafa to have a look at here. Yes. Novak just takes it all on his stride. He's been pretty good. I mean, we haven't seen the outburst from either, but I think Nadal actually had one when the line, but both have been pretty on their best behavior, let's say. Good top spin from Nadal and Djokovic here. Really good depth. And Nadal goes huge with the forehand down the line. Oh, wow. Djokovic goes cross court with the backhand. Nadal just crunches the forehand down the line. Just unbelievable, man. Some of this hitting is just so clean. Look at this. Bang. Oh, mate. Unbelievable. If that's into open court, no one's getting that back. He just crunches it so hard at such pace. You're not getting near it, man. You're not getting near it. Winner speed 138 kilometers per hour. Right, 5-all here. Down the tee from Novak Djokovic, and he thought he might have to come forward to drive the volley there, and eventually it looked like actually it might drop in, but it didn't. It goes long. So 30-15, very good serve from Novak. And at 5-all here and 30-15, he is definitely in a good position to now go forward and win this game anyway. He needs a couple more big serves, which let's be honest, he's going to probably get those, isn't he? Or tries to go down the tee. Right, here we go. Goes down the line to the Nadal backhand, and then he goes out wide with the backhand down the line. So very interesting from Novak. That's pretty surprising, actually. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to go. I was expecting him to maybe go cross court, but he doesn't. That's very interesting. Right, so Djokovic at 5-all here, 30-all, goes out wide to Nadal. Oh, what a serve! Takes a bit off it and just makes sure that it's at a much better angle and kicking out wide. And Nadal can only stretch and hits that straight into the net. So extremely good from Novak. 40-30 up here. Let first serve. Let first serve. All right, here we go, boys. Djokovic's first serve tries to go down the tee, can only net the first serve. So very interesting. But yeah, I've had a very, very interesting start here. Oh, that's a double. That's a double. He's doubled again. He's doubled again. So bizarre. Guys in the chat, as I said, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It's really appreciated. Thank you very much. Right, here we go. Come on, boys. Or tries to go down the tee there, and unfortunately that drops out. And it's a second serve now for Nadal to have a look at. So at Juice, he's under pressure. He's under quite a bit of pressure, to be honest with you. Or out wide into Nadal's backhand. Very good depth, but good depth again from Djokovic as well. And Nadal then crunches the forehand down the line. Wow. Unbelievable stuff from the Spaniard. And that now puts him in a very good position here, an advantage and a break point opportunity for the Spaniard. And that's what he would have been looking for the whole time, wouldn't he? And Djokovic just goes, okay, thanks very much, mate. Thanks for that. Right, winning speed of 147, so that's pretty damn quick as well. 90 miles an hour. Oh, here we go. Oh, he nets the forehand, trying to go into out. Crazy. And, 6-5. Oh, Djokovic is upset. And he's having a shout at someone, I don't know who. Probably his box. Right, 6-5 to Nadal. He's not happy. He's not happy. He's Novak. Oh dear. If the ball toss is higher, that could be because of his high ball toss. This is so interesting. This is very, very interesting. Right, here we go. Time, get on with it. Everyone's like, come on, guys, let's go. Right, Nadal is definitely got his tail up here. That's for sure. He's definitely got his tail up. This is going to be very, very interesting to see now how this goes on. Like serving for the set here as well. So this is a big, big moment now in this game. I mean, it's just huge, absolutely huge in this set and this match. 6-5 up Rafa Nadal, and he now goes down the tee to the Djokovic backhand. Djokovic gets that back in. That's middle of the court, and then Nadal tries to go very ambitious with the forehand. That's a forehand at an angle, a very acute angle, and unfortunately misses it. So 15 love down his serve. Very, very interesting from the Spaniard. 6-5 to Nadal, 15 love down on his serve here, serving for the set. Very intriguing, to say the least. Very, very intriguing. Right, goes out wide. Nadal with the serve, and now we're into a rally. Some very deep ground strokes from both. But Nadal just, very interesting. He nets the backhand. Very interesting. Very interesting. Very, very interesting, I would say. Right, so we have Nadal 30 love down. Now, this is going to be extremely interesting to see how he comes back from this. Can he come back from this? I think is more the question. We go. Oh, who's talking? Stop talking. Stop it. You're going to annoy everyone. Stop annoying everyone. Right, 30 love down on his serve, as I said. You expect him to come back from this, but who knows? Right. Oh, that's a big second serve. Nadal goes, you know what? I'm not going to give you anything. You think you own this game? You're not. Huge first serve and then crunches the forehand down the line into our forehand. It's just crunch that. Flipping heck. Just crazy. Absolute carnage from the Spaniard. Right. So 30-15 now, Djokovic on the Nadal. So Nadal goes out wide. That's an ace. That's a beautiful shot. That's a beautiful serve from Rafael Nadal. What a serve. Just a classic lefty serve, puts a bit of pace off the ball, finds the angle, and Djokovic is just left stranded. He can't get anywhere near that. So that's absolute quality from the Spaniard. Guys in the chat, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I can see we've got quite a few people in the chat, so please do so. It really does help the channel. I really do appreciate it. 30 all here, and Nadal serving for the set. Goes into the body of Djokovic, but it's just long. So he's got a chance here now. Well, Novak has got a chance to step in on the second serve, but he actually backs away, which is that's interesting. He's going further back. He's doing it because he can see Nadal's looking at him. He's going to come in. No, he's a lot further back. He's giving himself more space. I wonder why. To everyone else, he wasn't doing that. He's gone with the lob, and the lob backhand. I'm not sure why he's trying to utilize that. Bizarre lob from Djokovic. Nadal says, thank you very much. Comes into our forehand, crunches it for a winner. 40-30 up here, and it's a set point for Rafael Nadal here. And I mean, I don't know if Nadal wins the first set, does Djokovic have a chance? I mean, yeah, of course he does, but I think his chances probably got down a little bit for sure, because Nadal, you'd assume, is in the ascendancy once he's taken the first set in a clay court match. But still time here. Very good return from Djokovic, and he's the comeback king, and that's a beautiful, wow, that's a beautiful drop shot from Novak Djokovic. It's the return of service, fantastic, and then it's the drop shot. It's just beautiful. It's a backhand slice drop shot. It's so good from Novak. It just cuts across the wall beautifully. Unbelievable. Right, here we go. Juice here. Nadal gone down the tee there, fantastic return though from Djokovic again, and returning his last couple of points. He's up the level as Djokovic. He realizes now or never in this if he wants to have any chance in this set. But he goes wide with the forehand, just shanks it really, and it's advantage to Nadal. You can see a bit of frustration on his face because he was making inroads in that point. Nadal, though, my boy Rafa, has got another set point. Can he close it out? I think he'll be looking for a big first serve here to make sure that, and not just a big first serve, but placed very well, because otherwise Djokovic is just going to, let's be honest, Djokovic will just completely spank the forehand return or backhand return back into play. Right, here we go. Nadal advantage up first serve. Here goes out wide to the Djokovic backhand. Sorry, even as always. And Djokovic slicing, but Nadal somehow gets round that. What a forehand! How has he got round that? So Djokovic has sliced down the line, and Nadal has somehow managed to get round the backhand low and hit this huge into-out forehand. And he's just taken the first set 7-5. Come on, Rafa. Vamos. Vamos, Rafa. 7-5 and 0-0. I'll tell you what, that was a cracking set. It could have gone either way. I'll tell you that right now, because it was just that last couple of games, Rafa had the ascendancy. Novak shakes his head. He's a bit frustrated because he was definitely in that set. It's one of those things. Right, we now look at the first set, and crazy. So 2 matches from Djokovic yesterday, but I don't think that's fine. And I understand it's physical, but Djokovic is physically incredible. I don't think for me that's a massive point. If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I could be wrong. But, that's kind of how I feel. Right, so having a look, first serve speed, obviously Djokovic is definitely down a little bit as to what it was before. We also have first serve percentage in, first serve percentage 1. So first serve percentage in, Nadal 84% to Djokovic is 62%. But first serve percentage 1, now this is where it's interesting. Djokovic actually won 73% of that, Nadal 64%, but second serve Nadal's got better, 43-31 for Djokovic. Aces and the double faults, and that's pretty telling as well. 3 double faults for Djokovic, none for Nadal. 3 aces for Nadal, only 2 for Djokovic, whereas Djokovic in the Australian Open especially, and I think recently has definitely served more aces than we're used to seeing him. So I think maybe he's struggling a little bit with the ball toss for sure, and that's something that he did get angry because I think he's not happy with the ball toss and maybe the wind as well. Like, I find it quite hard. And again, I'm not a pro tennis player, but I find it hard in the wind with a ball toss. I like a higher ball toss. I'm quite tall. I'm around Djokovic's height, 6'2". So yeah, I want that high ball toss to get over the wall. The topspin, the kick is just a lot harder for your opponents to deal with. You don't want a shorter ball toss. You want to utilize your height. Right, let's have a look at this. Beautiful. The point where somehow it was a fantastic serve volley from Djokovic, and Nadal manages to get across and wraps that forehand cross court. Beautiful. Look at this. And then slips on the line. Like, he doesn't get injured, and he just shouts at the line. Obviously not very happy with the line, and rightly so, because the line was just, I mean, I don't know what they're doing there. I mean, they need to sort out the line there. It's not good from Rome. I mean, Rome Masters need to be doing better there. You can't be having a line like that. Right, so we are about to go into the second set. Also, the women's final, 6-love, 6-love. Swiatek beating Pliskova just go over 6-love, 6-love. That is embarrassing. I'm just gonna have to be honest. I mean, if you lose 6-love, 6-love in any match, I mean, it's just carnage. At least like hold one of your service games. Like, fine if you're having a bad game, but what the heck? I mean, that is just ridiculous. That's absolute carnage. Right, Djokovic 15-love up, and it's interesting. So that's first serve there. He's taken some off there, and Nadal is returning almost at ankles there, which is interesting. So 15-love up to Djokovic there, Nadal netting the backhand return. Were you a bit disappointed? I mean, I don't want to say Nadal's too far back because who am I to say Nadal's always that far back and it's always fantastic. So, yeah, I mean, as it works for him, especially on the clay. So, right, Nadal stepped in a little bit off the second serve, still probably about 4 meters behind the baseline, and gives himself more time. Very good depth on the return there from Nadal, and then goes round the backhand. It's just a bit passive from Djokovic, and he gets round the backhand and crunches it into that forehand, which to me is one of Nadal's best shots. I mean, when it's firing, it's just unbelievable, the into that forehand. Right, here we go. Nadal goes this time backhand with a lot of depth, and Djokovic tries to up the pace with the forehand, but it goes very long. So 30-15 down his serve already in the second set, and he won't be wanting to get broken here because he'll want to gain some momentum back in this match. 7-5 to Nadal, and in that first set, and 30-15 here, a win to a rally here after a good first serve from Novak Djokovic. Djokovic on the offensive, into out forehand down the line. Nadal slices with the backhand. Djokovic goes into out forehand to Nadal's forehand, and Nadal misses the forehand. That's a pretty bad miss. 30 all. I think he'll be thinking to himself, how did I not get that in? I mean, I should have. 30 all though here, and Djokovic having to work hard for his points here. But if he can get through this service game, then it gives him a lot. Look, I mean, it definitely helps because then he can focus on Nadal's, serving, and also not just that. But I think for me, it definitely gives him a better opportunity to just reset a little bit, for sure. Right, this time goes out wide to the Nadal backhand. Nadal whipping that forehand cross court. Djokovic just pile driving that backhand down cross court. Sorry, even this time though comes to the net. Does Djokovic after a poor, slice from Nadal. It's a defensive slice, a bit shorter than it should have been. Djokovic comes in and just puts away the dry volley on the forehand side. So really good from Novak. Let's have a look. Yeah, so the into forehand down the line, very well placed approach shot from Novak, and then Djokovic or Nadal, sorry, even can only scramble, and it's a dry volley from Djokovic to seal the point. Good serve from Djokovic, taking a bit off it, but down the tee, well placed. And Nadal does get it quite easily back, and now we're into a rally here. And Nadal, I think, has let Djokovic off the hook there. He's hit the forehand into the net. He's definitely. I think he's let Djokovic off the hook there. Some unforced errors from Nadal, and I think he's probably thinking, "What am I doing? I should have given. I should have made sure that Novak has to really, really work for that." Crazy. Crazy. Rafa will be thinking, "What am I doing?" Like in that first game, he was thinking, if I could have just broken him now." He had chances, but still on serve. But Rafa will be thinking, "I've got to reset. I've got to stay solid. Like, can't be missing forehands into the going wide or into the net. Like, got to keep very tight and solid on the forehand side, especially because that's the dangerous side. We know that." Right, Nadal tries to go down the tee to the Djokovic backhand, but it's clipped the net and goes out. So second serve for Novak to look at here, and a good chance for Novak to try and get in the first point of Rafa's service game and potentially get an inroad straight away as well. Good deep return from Novak. trying to make sure that he's getting that ball nice and deep, not giving Rafa any room. Oh, very, very, very good into out forehand from Novak. Crunches the forehand at an angle, and it's fantastic to Nadal's forehand, who he just has to almost play a squash shot, just down very low, and he can only put it long. So 15 love to Djokovic on Nadal's serve. Really good. Right, 7-5 and Djokovic 1 love. 15 love. Let's have a look. Right, so another second serve for Nadal to look at. So, sorry, for Djokovic to look at. I keep on getting the names mixed up. Really bad. Sorry. Nadal serving second serve here to Novak Djokovic. Djokovic he's just putting his feet slightly forward, slightly forward. Hilarious. Gotta love it. Really good return though from Djokovic again. I mean, the returning at times has been exemplary from Djokovic, and you expect that from someone who is as good a returner as him. But Nadal is just a bit passive. Slightly turned it a little bit here again, and Nadal doesn't want to get broken early here again in this first set and then have to do the hard work once again like he did in the first set. He had the momentum going into the second set, and he's not really making it count here. I think he'll be thinking, what am I doing? I need to kind of pick myself up and find that level again because I've not been playing particularly well. Too many unforced errors at the start here. Good first serve, and Djokovic, you can tell he's got his tail up here. He's 30 love up on Nadal's serve. This is a big, big point if you can win this one. Now it's an overhead for Nadal. Nadal, oh my, absolutely nails that overhead. Wow. So it's hit the line from Novak Djokovic, and then Nadal just goes, you know what? Let it one bounce. I'm going to destroy this overhead, and he does. Djokovic can only put the backhand long, so really, really big overhead from Rafa Nadal. 15-30 here, and he'll be thinking, okay, thank you. Yep, 1 point under my belt. Another one, thank you. Another big point for me here. Get it to 30 all and then hold from there. This time tries to go down the tee, though. He's struggling to find his first service, Rafa, as regularly as he was in that first set so far, anyway. And that's one first serve in 2 seconds, if I'm not mistaken. This will be the third. Yeah, goes into Djokovic's backhand. Good return as well. Good depth again from Djokovic. Just always deep with the returns, especially on the second serve. He always makes them pay. But, I tell you what, that's the missed opportunity for Novak. He comes in on the approach shot and just doesn't get under it enough and just nets it tamely into the net. Nets the forehand tamely. It's crazy, actually. There's sometimes like you see these players who are so incredible, like these incredible things, and sometimes it's just very, very rarely they will do something like that where it's just like, hold on, you're actually human, aren't you? Like they'll do something that you think, oh, I would do that in my club match. Sometimes you need to be annoyed with yourself and it's just a silly mistake, and they'll do it as well. And you think, oh, okay, it's not just me. Like these guys also do it as well. Makes you feel a little bit better. Really good from Nadal, though. Very good depth. And Djokovic tries to match it with his own depth with a backhand on the line, but he can only go long. So 40-30 for Nadal. And I tell you what, this is better. This is better for Rafa. Rafa's up in the tempo a little bit. Djokovic is he looks a bit annoyed, to be honest with you. He looks a bit frustrated. I think you can tell losing that first set frustrated him a little bit, especially after being a breakup as well, being in a very good position, and that's a bad return. After some really good returning, it's on his forehand side and he hits it wide, and it's 1-1. And he's similarly, I reckon Nadal and Djokovic have both let each other off the hook there with the with with the service games. I'll be honest with you, 1-1, and Djokovic serving here, and let's see how Djokovic serves here, because that's going to be the most key thing for me is how Djokovic serves. Oh, really good serve, and Nadal nets it. So 15 love to Djokovic. Djokovic going wide to Nadal's forehand. And then Nadal wraps that to the backhand side. Djokovic trying to go really ambitiously with a drop shot, but doesn't time it well enough, and it just tamely rolls into the middle of the net there. So this is very interesting, I think. Very, very interesting stuff from Novak here. Right, Novak going down the tee to the Rafa Nadal forehand, and he can only put it middle of the court, but Djokovic misses out there. I mean, it's a very long forehand from Djokovic, and he definitely doesn't look great. It looks like he's like, I'm just going to try and hit the ball harder and more aggressively, and it's not really the right thing to do. I don't think. Yeah, I think yes, he like when the rallies were getting longer, he was actually in control in that first set. All right, here we go. He needs to kind of get back his consistency, I think, which is really the biggest part of his game. Oh, so again, Djokovic going with that into-out forehand to Nadal's forehand. Nadal is just a bit too low there, and then he just kind of scoops it. Um, tries to scoop it in. It's just it's a weird one because he's so low down. It's almost like he's too far behind the baseline, but it's the angle that Djokovic has found, and he can only put it long. So 30 all, and Djokovic definitely getting help there. So a bit of a win there, you can see. So stopping there and just apologising to Rafa Nadal. Goes out wide with the serve, does Novak. And then Nadal just goes down the line with the backhand and then crunches the forehand down the line. Now sliced down the line as well. That should be long. Yes, it is. And Novak is struggling. Nadal's just like, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm just going to keep on chipping away. Right. Well, Novak is. Oh, he's feeling his shoulder, which is interesting. I wonder. I look like he was feeling his shoulder there. I hope he. Yeah. Anyway, 40-30 and breakpoint opportunity for Rafa here. Out wide goes Djokovic, and then into out forehand. But I thought it was going to be a good slice from Nadal, but it wasn't because he's netted that backhand slice. And yeah, see, he's stretching his right shoulder, so he's flexing it as if like it's a niggle, which is interesting. He has had shoulder injuries in the past. Could be that. I don't know. Could just be feeling a bit uncomfortable. No idea. Anyway, Juice here, and he'll be looking for a couple of big serves there, that's for sure. Out wide, and he finds an ace. Oh, yeah, he does. He does. He finds an ace out wide. Does Djokovic? Really good from Novak. See. Right, here we go. Oh, two big serves out of nowhere. After you just feeling his shoulder, he's just served two aces in a row. So that's quite funny. And Nadal's probably like, where's that come from? But anyway, he's still in the lead. It's on serve. He's stretching his shoulder, but he just served two big aces there. Which is interesting. It's crazy, isn't it? Because you just served two big aces and he's like, on my shoulder. I'm like, really? But you just served two aces. Doesn't mean everything. I mean, like you can still serve okay. You just maybe you're damaging your shoulder whilst it's still going. But yeah, crazy stuff. Right, Rafa and Novak. I mean, these guys are just putting in crazy performances here so far. They really have. It's just been, especially from I think Rafa. I think he's been quite resilient. I think Novak at times his serving has been exemplary, like so good. His serving and returning at times, and also some of the points. But he's got frustrated in kind of key moments. I think has Novak, which I think his mental fortitude is something that has definitely put him above the others, and is why he's the world number one. But I think on the clay against Rafa Nadal, I think he's slightly different. I know it's weird to say, but I think he is a slightly different animal against Nadal. Not just against Nadal, against Nadal on any other surface. He's the same. Against Nadal on clay, I think it really irks him that against everyone else on every other surface, he probably feels like the superior player. Like, you know what, I've got a better head-to-head against you, or I know I can beat you. But against Nadal, I think on clay, he knows he goes into it the underdog every single time, and I think that irks him. I think it irks him a lot because he probably thinks, especially at times when he's played really high-level tennis and Nadal's beaten him, he's thinking, "What the heck? Like, how is this happening?" So it's probably a weird feeling for him. Like against Federer, for example, he's got a very good record against Federer. Has Djokovic? He's actually got a winning record against Nadal as well. I think he's 2 in front on the head-to-head, but on the clay, it's a different story, and that's what I'm talking about. Right, good, very, very good from Djokovic. It's the backhand slice drop shot again, and very, very good. So Djokovic utilizing that backhand slice again as the backhand slice drop shot, really, really good. Right, 7-5 to Nadal and 1-2 down in a second, but it's still on serve. 15-love down though on his serve so far. Good first serve into the body from Nadal. Good return from Djokovic deep into play. That's a drop shot from Nadal, but it's not quite good enough. No, it's not. The Nadal drop shot, it's not good enough. You could tell. I think as soon as he hit it, I knew like it's too much air. And he actually gets the backhand from the approach shot from Djokovic and tries to get it in play, goes long, and next thing you know, it's 30-love now down, and Djokovic has got his tail up. So definitely, this match is swinging around roundabouts at the moment. All good backhand from Djokovic, making Nadal move, and then he just goes, "Thank you very much. I'm going to come round that backhand. I'm going to spank the into out forehand." The movement to get round the backhand today has been very, very good. I think it's as soon as Djokovic slices it, Nadal goes, "I've got time, and I'm moving around that, and I'm gonna." And I think Novak's thinking if I slice low over the net, he has to hit a backhand, but it's not quite placed well enough, kind of to the sideline, to the tram line, sorry, even. Right, good return again though from Novak. This time he does go with the drop shot, and I tell you what, he'd left Djokovic stranding, but he misses it. It actually goes wide, and it's 2 break points now for 2 break points. Sorry, even for Novak. Hmm. Right, break points one from 3 and 2 from 4 for Nadal. So this is a huge opportunity now for Novak. 2 break point opportunities, and his returning so good. So you'd expect him to get both returns in. Oh, and that return is a winner return from Novak, and it's a fault. The second serve for Nadal, probably a good thing too, because that would have been a return winner on the break. Right, Nadal goes into the body this time. Djokovic crunches the forehand cross court, and now we're into a rally. Nadal needs to be very solid, a bit tight though. You can tell he is, and he gets broken. Wow, wow. So after this is what I meant about mental fortitude. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. maybe it is just everywhere. Let's see. 3-1 down, gets the first break, and I tell you what, that is a big, big break because he looked like he was going to be gone, but he's not. He's back. He gets thrown to play for sure, but it happens. Sometimes they say the person who's at least likely, the person that looks least likely to break is normally the first one that does. So that's what's happened here, I think. Let's see. But yeah, I agree with the commentators saying that Nadal's made some mistakes and then Djokovic is just taking advantage of it and being very clinical. And I agree. I think Nadal he dropped his level. He definitely dropped his level after the end of that first set. I'm not sure why. They just need to carry it on. If you can blitz Djokovic through those first 4 games and you're yourself you're 3-1 up, then you're laughing, right? But unfortunately, he's now 3-1 down. So I mean, it's easy for me to say, but I think that's wide, but it's not. No, what a forehand! So he's gone out wide to the Nadal backhand. Nadal's hit a very good cross-court backhand, and Djokovic has hit an even better forehand down the line. Crazy forehand. Unbelievable. Clip the line. 15 love Djokovic, and he's turning on here a little bit now. You can tell, and this is what I mean. This is when Djokovic is dangerous when he's in front like this. He was in the first set, obviously gave it up, but I don't know. I don't know. I think we could have 3 sets here. Djokovic 3-1 up, and then tries. So it's another double. See, this is bad. This is bad. That's his 4th double, I think. He's struggling with it. I think he's almost like if he doesn't get his first serve in, he's struggling. He's as in like he's like, oh. Let's see. This time he does get the first serve in though. Very good first serve as well. Nadal reads. Oh my god, what a shot! Flipping heck! What? So he makes the return, does Nadal, drops in the middle of the court. Djokovic comes forward, then approach shot, like smashes the forehand to Nadal's backhand. Nadal gets to the backhand and just goes cross court, and it's a laser backhand. It's an amazing passing shot, and he's 30-15 up on Djokovic's serve, and he looks like he's got his tail up here. And Djokovic's not happy with the line though. He just like scrapes the clay off it. Right, 15-30 down his serve, but big serve. Oh, tries to go big out wide, just misses the line. So second serve for Nadal to look at here. Nadal will be thinking, I've got to get this in, got to make this count now because I want to break back straight away. Let's see. Into the body, Nadal goes to Djokovic's backhand, goes big again to the backhand. Djokovic, though, holding firm on the backhand side, as is his trait. Very good depth from Djokovic as well. Flipping heck. Right, Nadal with his own backhand. Now it's Nadal's backhand to Djokovic's forehand. That's going to be out. That is bad from Nadal. Nadal goes more loopy with topspin down the line on the backhand side, and Djokovic definitely ground him down there. But Nadal, you'd expect him to make that ball, and I think it's more just having to play the amount of shots he did in that rally, where he's just thinking, man, what's going on? Like, I want to grind him down. I want a chance to run around the backhand. Djokovic just not giving him that. Right, 30 all here. Djokovic did really well on that point, by the way. So that was a really important point. And yeah, see, Nadal goes long with the backhand, and that's what I mean. The crucial points at crucial times. And Nadal's level has definitely dropped a little bit. 100%. Last 13 points, Djokovic won 10, Nadal 3. And Djokovic is, I mean, he's the worst person to drop your level against, isn't it? Right, goes out wide onto Nadal's forehand. Nadal crunches the forehand. And he's just, he's said, you know what, I've had enough. And he's gone, I've had enough. And he's just gone around the backhand and crunched it down the line and said, thank you. Crazy from Nadal. And linesman just takes it as well on the foot. Love it. Right, juice here. And yeah, really good though from Rafa. Really, really good from Rafa. Just to claw his way back into this game at juice. I'm quite impressed. Right, out wide from Djokovic, and he's going to go. Yeah, he sends in the wrong way. Right, really good. Goes out wide. Nadal's coming back in, and he goes. I'm going to go forehand to your backhand side, and then you're going to have to fetch that, and you can't because I'll wrong foot you. Really good from Novak. Advantage to him on his serve, and it looks like it should be a hold here. He's gone long with the serve. Now this is a side I think he's been struggling with the most. Now it's gone out by quite a bit. Let's see whether if he double faults here, I think we might see a fit. But no, I think he missed hit that second serve as well by the sound of it. But it's gone in. Nadal goes angled backhand. It's a really good backhand and tries to go down the line, and it's there. Oh, it's there to be taken, but it goes begging. And Djokovic is 4-1 up. And this it's the one break, but 4-1, and Nadal is under a lot of pressure here because The amount of points won by Djokovic in the last 10 minutes or so has been ridiculous. Just crazy. Really good though from just from Djokovic in this last 10 minutes. I mean, yes, Nadal's level has dropped, but look, you also have to be good enough to take advantage of it and then just say, you know what, I'm going to go for it. And that's exactly what he's done. So it's been really impressive, I think. It's been really, really impressive, I think, anyway, personally. Right, so hmm, this is crazy. This is crazy, man. Absolutely crazy. Nadal, I think. What do you do? What do you do if you're Rafa? You just need to, I don't know, make more balls. Like too many unforced errors, no? I mean, serve. I mean, return wise, a couple of returns have gone begging. I mean, the backhand hasn't fired as well, especially the backhand on the line, I guess. But recently, I think it's more his level than anything. He needs to just get. He showed in the first set, at the back end of that first set, it just the level just went through the roof, and then it's almost like, oh, that's enough. I'm done. And I was like, what? No, no, no. You got another set to play, at least. Right, good serve from Nadal first up, and it's 15 love on his serve. The Spaniard. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Nadal 15 love up on his serve here, and he is looking to win his 10th Rome Masters final. Novak Djokovic has won here a few times as well. Not just a few times, quite a few times. Right, good serve from Rafa Nadal, and Djokovic can only net the backhand. So 30 love up, and Nadal will be looking to hold really comfortably here. And then, you know what, if I hold comfortably here, then I can really, really concentrate on the return. Right, let's have a look. So 30 love up is Rafa Nadal. Goes down T to the Djokovic backhand, then crunches the forehand, but it's gone long. It's gone long to the Djokovic backhand, quite long even. And 30-15 Nadal here. Nadal 1-4 down here, obviously in the second set, 30-15 up. Crunches the serve. I thought that was in, but apparently it's wide. Okay, fair enough. It's wide. Right, Nadal definitely. Oh, his first double. A bad point as well. That's a bad time to serve a double at 30-15 up on your serve and 4-1 down. That's a terrible time, isn't it? So first double of this final for Rafa Nadal at a pretty, not a great point. I mean, it could be at worse points, but not a fantastic point. It's never a good time to serve a double, really. Well, 40 love up, I don't really mind it, but it's probably the best time to do, isn't it? Right, 30 all here. Nadal tries to go big with the lefty serve down the middle, swinging away from Djokovic's backhand, but misses it. So second serve for Novak to have a look at here. Right, goes down the tee again with a second serve, then slicing to Novak Djokovic's backhand, who goes cross court, then goes down the line. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable. And another break point for Djokovic. This is just carnage in this set. And Nadal is like, oh dear. Hits the forehand cross court into Djokovic's backhand, and Djokovic goes, "Thank you very much. I hit my backhand on the line there, and winner. Thank you." Break point again. This is a huge point. I mean, if he loses this, set's over. Set's done and dusted if Nadal gets broken here and it's 5-1 down. So he really needs to save this like big time. If he wants any chance of winning the set, that is. Some people, I mean, they just reset sometimes and say, okay, they almost accept it, which I don't think is right. Oh, out from Djokovic. That return looked like it might drop in, but it's gone out. So juice. Djokovic puts his head up in disappointment. But yeah, juice for Rafael Nadal. Right, here we go. Goes down the tee to the Djokovic backhand. It's a very, very good serve. Came up with the good set, did Rafa Nadal, and he is now advantage up. So if you can hold here, you never know. It's only a break, but he needs to hold it. He needs to not get broken again, basically. Right, let's see. Advantage up is Rafa Nadal. Djokovic in the ascendancy. He really is in the ascendancy. Nadal goes down the tee. Nadal going down the tee and we're having a look at the line. They're like, boo, boo. Why are they booing, eh? Don't boo you guys. Right. Yeah, just. Oh, it's like a couple of millimeters. Carnage. Absolute carnage. Right. Nadal going to Djokovic's backhand and tries to go crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Why is he trying to lasso that forehand into court? What's he doing? Come on, Nadal. You're much better than that. That's just crazy to try. He's add up. Why would he? Like, fine, play aggressively, but that's like a one in a. I mean, even for him, it's like a 1 in a 20 shot that he'd make. Well, Nadal nets the serve, so this is now going to be. It's difficult again, right? Because he's now at juice, and it's a second serve for Djokovic to look at. He's really struggling here to make sure he can hold. But let's see. That's out. Oh, Djokovic, that's another missed opportunity. It's a decent-ish second serve, but it's into the Djokovic forehand, and he should do better. And he just puts the forehand long, so pretty poor from Novak. You would assume. Right, 4-1 to Djokovic. Nadal with advantage here to hold and keep it to just one break in favour of Djokovic. Nadal crunching the forehand down the line. That's a ridiculous forehand from Djokovic. And then off. Djokovic just crunches this huge forehand on the line. And Nadal can only just scramble it back into play. And Djokovic just goes, drop shot, thank you. Look at his forehand, bloody hell. Ridiculous. Unbelievable. Nadal's, he's talking to his corner, fair enough. He barely does, but I think he's more just thinking to himself, what the hell am I supposed to do there, man? When Nadal goes down the line, but it's a first serve after a let. I think Nadal is slightly frustrated because Djokovic has definitely raised his level and Nadal has dropped his level, and it's just not happening at the greatest time for Rafa. He's thinking, I've come through that first set as a breakdown as well. I did really well to come back and win it 7-5, and now I've just made my life super hard once again, and I can't. And I'm struggling to hold here as well. Oh, Nadal goes long with the backhand cross court. He's just struggling here. This is really painful to watch as a Rafa fan. I'm just watching this thinking, what is going on? On clay as well. Eight minutes and 13 seconds this game. Flipping heck. It's a long game. Oh. Right, 5-1. Crazy. Just breaks Nadal there. Just ridiculous. This is set, done, and dusted, really, to be honest with you. Nadal is like, what the hell am I supposed to do here? If Nadal came back to win this, I genuinely would be like, this is one of the best wins I've ever seen. Let's come out from 5-1 down. But yeah, I don't think so. Right, 15 love Djokovic here. Djokovic at 15 love. Oh, it's a neck cord from Djokovic. Oh, Nadal is crunching the forehand. And this is just crazy. This is crazy. No, this is just too easy. It's just too easy. 30-15 up. Djokovic on his 30-15. Crazy. 5-1 up here. Djokovic is just crunching away here. Flipping heck. Absolute carnage. All that wide goes Djokovic. And then Nadal is just hitting everything wide, long. Flipping heck. It's rubbish. Like 2-set points. Let for serve. Let for service. Oh, down a tee from Djokovic, and he actually puts the forehand wide. Pretty crazy, to be honest. Hardly put that wide. Right, so Djokovic is he's 40-30 up. This set is done, really. It's just now going into this. Let's go into the decider and see what happens, because Nadal is taking a little bit of a mental break here. Like, don't really need to worry about this too much. Set's done. I've lost it. Fine. Let's just reset and then focus on the decider. You just smash the forehand. That's what I would do. Just why not? May as well. Yeah, there you go. Making it hard. He's like, I'm not going to make it easy for Djokovic though. He cracks me up. Right, Juice here. If he breaks back and then holds this, what doable, surely. It's not doable, is it? Surely. Alright, let's see. Come on, Rafa. Find a little bit of form going into the third then. Yeah, good serve from Djokovic. Ace down the tee, an advantage and set point. And he's like, yeah, it is what it is. This is a crazy set. I mean, he's just destroyed Nadal in this set. I mean, Nadal hasn't been at his best, so fine, but still, Nadal definitely needs to. He needs to come up with a good game plan for the third set. If you can just find bits of that first set, that would be fantastic. He didn't really find that at all in the second. Yeah, so slice goes long, 6-1, 5 games won in a row by Novak Djokovic, and we are now going into well, we're now going into a deciding set, and Nadal will be serving first, which is probably a good thing for Nadal, I would assume. I don't know. Normally, people like being in front. They're quite good in front, but we'll see. Carnage. This is crazy. Crazy. Yeah, I agreed. I mean, the commentator's saying that Rafa will be kicking himself. That he didn't bother using. Well, he not bother, but he didn't use that momentum from the first set, did he? I mean, he just didn't at all. It was just crazy. And then out of nowhere, like Djokovic, he just starts making mistakes, and Djokovic sniffs out the mistakes, and says, "Oh, thank you very much. I'm going to take advantage of this." Right, here we go. I reckon Rafa comes out and steamrolls Djokovic in a 6-love. No, I'm joking. That's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I think it's going to be a close one. It's kind of like a 6-4, 7-5 either way. I think it can be either one. I think Djokovic has got a lot of momentum going to the third set, so I think he's. I wouldn't be surprised if uh, Daniela Hantashova says, I made a prediction that Pliskova would win against Swiatek, and obviously Swiatek beat her 6-love, 6-love, so she said, I'm not going to make any more predictions today, which is quite funny. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. Right, so we're going into the deciding set. Let me know who you think is going to win. Also, please do remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow. Smash the like button and the subscribe button, and let's get the word out there. I really appreciate it. Who do you guys think is going to win as well? Well, that's the biggest thing. You let me know who you think is going to win. Let's see. Right, so look at Nadal flipping heck. So Nadal is taking. It's been 5 or 6 years since Nadal lost a match after winning the first set. Interesting. Well, let's see. Let's see then. Nadal serving first here at Love Love. Goes into Djokovic's backhand first up and went into a rally. Djokovic a bit passive here, and Nadal trying to run round the backhand, but doesn't need to because it's a forehand long from Djokovic. Nadal trying to make sure that he doesn't give Djokovic time, I think, to counterpunch. By the looks of it in that first point, but let's see. I think Nadal would have given himself a pep talk. Djokovic will be thinking more the same. Right, here we go into the rally here. Djokovic with a really good backhand cross court flipping it. Just a backhand and then Nadal saying sorry because he hit that backhand short and he just looped over the net and just clipped the line, and then Djokovic manages to get it back, but it's crazy. Yeah, he completely mishits it, and then Djokovic slices that backhand, and Nadal comes in and just puts it away. So he puts up his hand in an apology because that was a very jammy point for sure, but he'll take it. 30 love, and definitely a much appreciated point. I think Nadal will be thinking 30 love here. Tries to go down the tee with the serve to Djokovic's backhand on the juice side. Does Rafa Nadal, but it's gone wide. So second serve for Novak to have a look at. 30 love up here is Rafa. Goes into the body of Djokovic, and Djokovic a really good forehand return cross court. Nadal goes cross court by him on his own. Backhand, Nadal. It's a drop shot from Djokovic, and that's interesting. Let's have a look. So Nadal goes lob kind of backhand, then goes, okay, thank you. I'll take that as a drop shot. And Nadal just gets there, doesn't slide and manage to get it over the net. And he's thinking, I got there. He's annoyed because he's thinking to himself, I think, look, drop shots. I think he gets annoyed a little bit that people try and drop shot him as well because he's so fit. But because he's so far behind the baseline, it is a useful tactic to use sparingly at the right times. And also, he thinks when I do get there, I should be getting it over, and I'm good in and around the net. My touch and feels good, which it is. But Djokovic is very good as well, to be fair. So it's definitely an interesting matchup at the net. Oh, that was bizarre. What happened there? What happened? Did the ball die when you hit it or something? That was crazy. He hit it, and then Djokovic almost like stopped and tries to hit it, and he just hit into the net because he was like, "What just happened there?" It's like it died on him, which is really annoying as a returner when it doesn't come on like that, like it should, because something happens. It's just the most off-putting thing ever because you've tracked the flight of the ball, you're ready to hit your shot, and then you have to adjust like last minute. It's carnage. 40-15 for Nadal into the body of Djokovic. Goes cross court with the forehand, then goes big with the forehand. He's really ripping the forehand, is Djokovic. Nadal trying to counteract it with his own backhand. That's a really big backhand down the line. Djokovic manages to get in. That's a big forehand from Nadal. Djokovic is staying in this rally, though. And I tell you what, that's a big curving lasso forehand from Nadal. And he just upped his level a little bit in that point. Goes down the line, and Djokovic can only go wide with the forehand. So a couple of slightly fortunate points from Nadal, but it's one love up to Nadal, and it's still on serve, obviously. Now, Nadal will be looking to be very, very, a lot more aggressive than he was on Djokovic's serve, get more balls in at least, give himself a chance, and really make inroads into the Djokovic serve early on here now. So this is going to be a crucial game to get a gauge of how Nadal is going to approach Djokovic's serves. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And thank you to those who have liked the video, those who have subscribed to the channel, left comments, etc. as well. Guys who haven't, please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow. And I will be doing and covering the French Open in depth. I'll be doing day-by-day reviews on top of live streams like this as well. And I'll also be doing a preview video coming out next week for the French Open with, hopefully, God willing, with Stephen from the Slice. Right. Djokovic going out wide to the Nadal backhand, then Nadal crunching the backhand cross court. Now we're into a rally, and Djokovic goes long with the backhand. So Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'll stay quietly optimistic as an Nadal fan, but Djokovic played really well in that second set, to be honest with you. So if he plays anywhere near that level, it's going to be very difficult for Rafa. I think we know. Even on clay, right? Oh, the drop shots come out again. This time he tries to lob him, but it doesn't work. Very, very good. It's uh, it's a backhand. Oh, how do you describe it? So there's a lob from Nadal, and he's backtracking and then has to hit kind of backhand volley. Does Djokovic unbelievable? Net points won 11 out of 15 for Djokovic, 3 out of 6 for Nadal. So Djokovic coming into the net more than Nadal, which is quite surprising because I would say that Nadal normally comes to the net more. Oh, here we go. It's another net point, but this time Nadal wins it a lot better from Rafa Nadal. This time he comes up with his own drop shot, covers the cross court, which Djokovic then tries to hit and puts away the volley. So, sorry, actually, it's Djokovic with the drop shot first and Nadal with his own, dragging Djokovic out. And Nadal goes, "Thank you very much. I'll put that away into the open court." So, something that obviously Djokovic is using, but this is the issue that you had in the French Open. He started overusing it. If he does that in this set, it'll be bad. Like he will struggle because Nadal just then starts reading it. It needs to be used sparingly. So Djokovic getting a bit fortunate with a net cord there, but he's still in the rally. Is Nadal, but that should be Djokovic's point. Yes, it is. So yeah, a little bit of fortune there, but to be fair, Nadal had the same in his service game, so I guess it's cancelled each other out. Right, one love to Nadal here. Djokovic 30 all on his service game. We are in for a very cracking end of this match. I can just feel it. I'd be surprised if someone runs out from here, but you never know as well. That could happen. Nadal one love up and 30 all on his serve. Sorry, with Djokovic serving at 30 all. Djokovic goes out wide to Nadal's backhand, a loopy backhand from Nadal. And now we're into a rally. Nadal utilizing the slice as well. Djokovic trying to dictate with a forehand, running round that backhand of his as well. He's trying to hit that forehand with more pace and depth and really try and dictate, which is something we saw in that Australian Open. Really big cross court backhand from Nadal. And then he wastes the forehand. I can't believe that. That is carnage. That is a huge let off for Djokovic. He set up the point so well then, Nadal. This has happened quite a few times in this match. So this backhand cross court from Nadal just before at an angle is unbelievable. Djokovic just gets it in play, and then Nadal comes in and he needs to just wrap that forehand cross court, and he tries to go down the line, and it goes long. And I'm just thinking, what the heck? And points won past 9 shots, 15 for Djokovic, 5 for Nadal. So that's the issue. When it gets past 9 shots, Djokovic is coming out on top. And Nadal is one of the best grinders ever, but Djokovic is just better when it comes to grinding. Oh my god, what a shot! Flipping heck. Djokovic comes up with his unbelievable backhand down the line, clipping the line. What the heck? Crazy. And we're still on serve. Nadal will definitely be thinking to himself, this is a missed opportunity because he had the opportunity to open up a break point. He really did. Unbelievable from Novak. Now, Nadal did something similar in that second set, by the way, where he had chances, and then Djokovic came back and won the set 6-1. So Nadal will be thinking, I can't let that same thing happen again. I need to stick my level up, and I need to play big on the big points. I cannot be, being passive or not committing fully to them. I have to go for it. And he'll know that anyway, but it's something that watching it from my little bedroom in London, that I'm thinking to myself, Nadal just, and some of the big points, especially in that second set when he had chances, didn't put away, and he's done it so far in this third set as well. But for break points, that's a huge forehand though from Rafa Nadal, and now goes with a drop shot himself, and wow, that's a very good drop shot. Just like Djokovic's have been, Nadal as well has definitely improved his drop shots. And this time, he normally goes with a forehand, does Nadal, but this time it's off the backhand side, slicing very kind of low of the net, very, very big backspin as well. And unbelievable drop shot from Rafa Nadal. So drop shot winners 5 for Djokovic and 3 for Nadal. So something that both of you utilize at times because they play behind the baseline for quite a lot of the rallies, especially when both hitting so deep, which happens a lot of the time. Nadal crunches the forehand into that forehand down the line after a lob backhand from Djokovic, who's used that a little bit, and I don't understand the use of it. I know it's to give himself more time to give himself a chance at times, but for me, it's just it's a bizarre choice from Djokovic. I don't know whether maybe he should use a slice instead. That might be better at an angle. The lob backhand for me is just it's a strange decision, but maybe I'm wrong. 22 winners for Nadal, 6 for Djokovic, which again you kind of expect. Oh, Djokovic netting the forehand down the line. So 40 love for Nadal here now, and this is a really, really big game from the Spaniard. It's been very, very tidy from Rafa Nadal, and he'll be looking to hold to love here now. If you can hold to love, then again you can put pressure on Novak, but Novak is one of the best returners ever. So let's see whether he comes up with some interesting returns here. Nadal going down the tee. No, he doesn't. He puts the forehand wide, does Djokovic, and that's really, really good. It's a really good hold for Rafa Nadal. Right. Here we go. Right, here we go. So, all right, here we go. So, 2-1 to Djokovic. Sorry, 2-1 to Nadal even. And we have Djokovic serving next. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Yeah. Right. Here we go, boys. 2-1 to Nadal on Djokovic's serve now here. So serving to keep it on serve and not get broken. Nadal will be looking to just crunch through this return game. He really will. He really will. Right, Djokovic is. Oh no, this is just crazy. This has been a very crazy game. Right, here we go, boys. Second serve for Nadal to look at. Goes out wide to Nadal's backhand, crunches it cross court, but it's a fantastic forehand down the line, which is utilised quite well. And then it's just the perfect point from Djokovic. I have to be honest with you. It's a serve out wide to Nadal's backhand, who he does crunch to the backhand cross court with depth. Then Djokovic does really well with the forehand down the line again. Nadal a bit shorter with the forehand cross court, and then Djokovic just with the drop shot winner. Backhand slice over the net, and Nadal can't do anything. He just made him run around like a hellish chicken, really, at that point. And that's the perfect point for Djokovic, really, on that side. But this time he goes big with the forehand and actually goes long with it. And that's an unforced error. And after a fantastic point, he gives one away. 15 all. Right, let's see. Djokovic at 15 all on his serve. I think this time goes down the tee. Nadal with more depth and then goes big with the backhand down the line. Good topspin and depth. Oh, that's a huge backhand cross court from Novak Djokovic, and then a huge into that forehand from Rafa Nadal as well. And that's a really big point from a big boy player. Right, 30-15 up here, Djokovic on his serve, and a 2-1 to Rafa Nadal. Goes down the line with the forehand, and then it's a drop shot from Nadal. Djokovic does get there though, and Nadal. Oh, what's he doing? What's he doing? What is going on? Why is he sliced that? That is crazy. See, this is what I mean. Nadal hasn't been as clinical as I expect. Look at this. That's a really good get, but why is he sliced? What? He just needs to drop that in. I don't know why he went so. Oh, it's crazy. He's missed that. He's missed the volley by slicing it wide. It's crazy from Nadal. Done the hard work. Right, so 40-15 up here, and Nadal's let him off here. I'll tell you what, he's let him off. This is a big let off for Novak Djokovic. This is another service game where I genuinely think Nadal would have been able to open up break points. So crazy. Right. Nadal 7-5 in that first, then I mean Djokovic 6-1 in that second, which was just really just a steamroll Rafa, unfortunately. For me anyway. Two apiece here though in the final set, and Nadal serving to keep it on serve. Goes down the tee or tries to the backhand of Novak Djokovic, and he swats it away as it's gone out. And a second serve him to look at. Nadal just sorting himself out, a little fidgety stuff that Nadal loves to do. And in his purple and pink attire, goes second serve into the body of Djokovic. He runs around it onto the forehand side though, and then try and dictate here with big forehands cross court here, 3 in a row. Really just completely. Oh. And then Nadal goes, all right then, I'm going to play my own drop shot, but this time I'm going to disguise it, and it's a backhand slice drop shot at an angle. Look at this. What a shot. And Nadal actually does cover it, but sorry, Djokovic does cover it, but he manages to get there. But you can only palm it wide. So 15 love for Nadal. But I tell you what, Djokovic put him under the cosh in that point, and that doesn't bode well for Nadal. I'll tell you that it doesn't. Djokovic again. Oh, that's such a good return. It's on Nadal's toes. It's a backhand. It's so deep, and Nadal can only put it wide. Unbelievable return. Right, 2-2 here. Nadal going down the line, and then Djokovic goes down the line as well. Nadal goes cross court again. And Djokovic with an unbelievable forehand down the line. That forehand down the line has been very good, it has to be said, throughout this match, and that was unbelievable. Unbelievable winner from Novak Djokovic. I mean, just into the open court, curved that ball round the tram lines and just dropped into that corner down the line. Unbelievable from Novak Djokovic. Nadal completely destroying the backhand cross court. I mean, he's just crunching the backhand cross court deep, a couple of them, and then next thing you know, yeah, it was just great play from Djokovic. But this time he puts the backhand long, so Rafa in a really good position here at 30 all. Right, here we go. 30 all and 2 games apiece on Nadal's serve. This is a big point for Nadal. Needs to win this. Otherwise, a breakpoint opportunity for Djokovic. And we know how clinical he was in that second set with break points. Djokovic goes with the backhand down the line. Then, well, that's a bad shot. But this time, Nadal reads it. Oh, no, he's going to be stranded. Oh, hold on. Oh, Oh, I can't believe this. Every time Nadal reads it, he always hits it out. So this time it's Nadal. He goes with the loopy backhand, which I don't know why both these are playing them, but anyway. And Djokovic then goes with the drop shot, which he's played after the loopy backhand. So Nadal reads it, comes forward, tries to play a lob over Djokovic. Djokovic plays the backhand smash, and then Nadal manages to get it back. Then we're into a rally, and uh, Djokovic manages to smash a shorter ball even, sorry, and Nadal hits it long. It's just crazy, absolutely crazy. Match Game says Djokovic, my man. No, Nadal, man, Nadal. But fair enough. You like Djokovic, and Nadal's my man. He goes, I know nothing about tennis, but I'm here. And Match Game says, let's go, Nadal. Oh, he clips the net. Nadal drops into the court. Here we go. Djokovic goes cross court. Nadal loopy backhand down the line. This is going to be a break for Djokovic. I can just feel it, unfortunately. Oh, no, it's not. I jinxed him. Commentator's curse, as we'd say in cricket. And it's juice. It's juice. 40-30 down. Now it's juice. And I tell you what, that was very fortunate for Rafa Nadal. That was very, very, very fortunate. And we're into juice here. And this is extremely, extremely, extremely lucky. That's what I'm going to say. Right, juice here and 2 apiece. Nadal nets the first serve. Magic Gamer says, wait, who's better? It depends who you like. Djokovic and Nadal. Again, depends who you like. Both pretty famous, to be honest. Yeah, they are. They are. Nadal at juice. I'm a Nadal fan, but that's really what you like. Nadal goes into the body of Djokovic. Djokovic just crunches the forehand cross court, and then Nadal again is going to that forehand side. Oh my god, what a shot! No way. No way. Oh no. See, that doesn't work. So he goes backhand slice shorter and it drags Djokovic out, but it's made Nadal uncomfortable because he's then just played around the net and it's an easy volley in the end for Djokovic. It's a really good approach shot from Djokovic, and then Nadal tries to lob him, and it's a smash from Djokovic, and advantage to Djokovic. Nadal under a lot of pressure at 2-all. Nadal goes into the backhand of Djokovic. Very good return from Djokovic, very deep. But Nadal with a huge backhand down the line. Wow. Out of nowhere. He hasn't really hit that shot well all match. But then out of nowhere, he just crunches it down the line. And Nadal with a fantastic backhand down the line. Just wrong foots. Djokovic brilliantly. Juice here and 2-all. So this must be the 3rd or 4th juice. So yeah, Nadal's been serving a lot, that's for sure. Juice, can he build a little bit of momentum? Because I feel like it's still with Djokovic in this set. Down the line from Djokovic, Nadal goes down the line himself. That's a very good down the line. Has clipped the net and then drops inside Djokovic's half. So Nadal now has advantage and game point. That was where that bounced was pretty crucial. And it definitely favours Nadal a little bit, although it would have been fortunate, I think, if it had gone over. Very good from Nadal down the line on the backhand side, backhand to backhand. I mean, if you can hit a backhand on the line better than Djokovic just has as a lefty, then you're doing a pretty good job. And that was a very good backhand on the line from Nadal. So I was impressed for sure. 2-all here, an advantage to Rafa, the Spaniard. He goes out wide to Djokovic's backhand, goes cross court, and then Nadal crunches the forehand down the line, and he holds, and it's a huge celebration of a yeah from Rafa Nadal, and 3-2 after a very hard fought hold. Wow. Here we go. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, I mean Djokovic's return depth is unbelievable. 52% past the service box, and then we're talking about halfway, so kind of a few meters, well, a meter or 2 meters within the baseline, 39%. I mean, crazy. And then in set three, 62%. Wow, wow. And Djokovic's depth has just been unbelievable on the return. It's been so good. Oh, wow. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Please do remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much, and I really appreciate it. And Nadal obviously just in front here, but it's still on serve. So we have a very good match on our hands. If you're watching and you are a fan, let me know who you think is going to win. Nadal, Djokovic, and why as well. And how do you think this match has gone so far in regards to the French Open coming up as well? Right, here we go. Nadal jogging out to the baseline. Right, 2-3, Djokovic serving. Here we go. Djokovic's shoulder injury has cleared up though. He hasn't felt it for a bit of time. Goes cross court, does Djokovic, and he's clipped the line there, I think. Yeah, he has. He's clipped the net cord, but he's also clipped the net. He's clipped the net cord and the tram line, Nadal. So that's a really good shot from Rafa. Probably would have dropped in, even if it hadn't hit the net line, but a bit fortunate. So 15-love on Djokovic's serve. Djokovic a bit miffed by that, and that's fair enough because it's not. Yeah, tries to go down the tee, does Djokovic, but that is a fault. So we go second serve for Rafa to have a look at. Goes into the body of Rafa, who crunches the forehand cross court, and then Djokovic can only go long with the backhand. So pressure on him here at 30-love down on his serve. A lot of pressure on him, actually. Not just a little bit, it's a lot. So unforced errors in set 3-8 for Djokovic, 2 for Nadal, which is surprising, but I think there's been a lot more winners from Djokovic as well. So I think you need to see those stats as well, to be fair. All right, let's see. Djokovic goes out wide to Nadal's backhand and goes cross court with his own backhand. Then clips the net, drops in for Nadal, and he crunches the forehand into out down the line. Wow. And the net cord not helping Djokovic there because it just looped in nicely. Let's have a look. Oh. And he just watches the ball crash past him. Right, 6 points in a row for Nadal. So the momentum now slightly, well, he is definitely with Nadal again. And he goes down the line. He breaks to love. Wow, out of nowhere. Rafa Nadal breaking Djokovic. Wow, this has just come. This literally came out of nowhere. I'm not even joking because I said to you in this set, Djokovic has been slightly better, I think. But then this service game has just been broken to love. Just, it's just a bizarre game. Yeah, a couple of fortunate point the first two, I guess, net chords, but yeah, serve, bit pace off it. Nadal just upped his game. It was just, crazy. And then like that, it's gone. Break gone. Nadal 4-2 up now. And Nadal struts out to the baseline and he's serving to go 5-2 up. Crazy. Let's see. So if Nadal wins this, by the way, I think the head-to-head, he's like, then Djokovic is only one in front. But forget about that. This is, we need to think about, we need to think about how this bodes for the French Open, don't we? But let's see. This has been very, very tight for most of this match. And Nadal very tight on the backhand side there, just mishits it and drops it short and wide. A bit bizarre there from Rafa. 15 love to Djokovic here. Nadal be hoping for some big serves, so on returns, even an ace if he can as well. But he won't be wanting Djokovic to be hitting as deep as he has those returns. And that means upping his serve. The first serve, especially, he's got to go for it, but also hit spots. He can't just be, I'm going to go big with the serve, but not an angle. So he tried to go huge there down the line, 220 kilometers per hour. So he just caned that serve down the line. And now second serve for Djokovic to have a look at. So he's got to be really good. He probably needs to try and tuck him up with a body serve with good kick here from Rafa. Nadal. Oh, this is good depth from Djokovic. Oh, out from Djokovic, though. The backhand. $15-all. And 4-2 here. Rafa Nadal 15-all in this game. He looks a little bit tight though, does Rafa? So I think he needs to, he needs to get going. He needs to find that level again in that previous game that he had, that momentum. Keep it up. Right, that again a ridiculous return from Novak. I mean, flipping heck, unbelievable. But we're into a rally here. Oh, and that's kicked a lot from Nadal. Really good depth, and it's kicked a lot. And Djokovic can only put that backhand wide. Right, 30-15 here, Nadal. Really, really good in this service game. He's been really, really impressive in that point. Anyway, he was extremely impressive. Can he continue a little bit of that for the rest of this service game and go 5-2 up? He does go down the line. Oh, the depth from Djokovic was almost incredible there, but just drops long. So 40-15 for Nadal here. Two bites of the cherry he'll have to close out this game and go 5-2 up, which, I mean, you'd assume he'd gone to win from there, but you just never know. Last 11 points, 10-1 by Nadal, 1 for Djokovic. So he's just taken control of this third set in the last 11 points. Goes down the tee, does Nadal. Djokovic manages to get that. Then he reaches twice. And, he's going to win this, Djokovic. I'm telling you that right now. Yep, 100%. No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I'm wrong. It's unbelievable defensive ability from Djokovic, but Nadal doesn't make a mistake again. The word to describe this has been clinical from Rafa Nadal. He's been more clinical, I think, in this set for sure. On the back end of this set, in the last 12 points, the way that he's put away points when he should have has been impressive, because against someone like Djokovic who makes you play 1, 2, 3 extra shots at times, it can be frustrating. But Rafa Nadal has done very well to make sure that he puts it away and he stays in there and says, no, I'm going to make this point my own. This is my point to win. And he has that belief, and that's definitely helped him. Okay, that's crazy. And Djokovic giving himself a chance in that point for sure. But Rafa just unbelievable forehand cross court. And there we go. Right, Nadal just grabbing a drink. So it's 5-2, a change of ends here. Nadal, I mean, Djokovic serving to stay in the match now at 2-5 down. What can Nadal do here? Can he seal it out by breaking Djokovic again? You never know. Nadal does love taking his time. They said time, and then he's like, they're like time, and he's like, oh, just keep on wiping my face. He's funny, man. Right, 5-2 to Nadal. Djokovic serving to stay in the set. Here we go. Djokovic goes down the tee, tries to go big down the tee, misses it though, just goes wide. So second serve now for Djokovic and Nadal to look at even. Sorry, goes out wide to the backhand side. Nadal loopy with the backhand, and Djokovic nets the backhand. Tries to go big with the backhand to Nadal's forehand and nets it. Tries to go flatter with that. Right, let's see. 15 love to Nadal here, and Djokovic 2-5 down. Or hits the net cord and goes out, ball boy, running onto the court after the ball starts whizzing around everywhere. Right, goes into his body. Oh, shorter. Oh, too short from Rafa Nadal. Djokovic does the right thing, comes in and puts it away. It's a good forehand to the backhand of Nadal, and Nadal just left stranded really because the forehand before is just not good enough from Rafa, and Djokovic rightfully punishes it, and it's a winner on the forehand side. Down the line from Djokovic down the tee, even sorry, but he misses the forehand. He tries to go huge with the forehand to Nadal's forehand, but he misses it. So it's 30-15 to Nadal. And I know commentators are talking about the exertions of yesterday, etc., but I don't know, man. I don't know. I know obviously he plays this on Senego, and I understand that, but I don't know. I think you can't use that as an excuse. I'm sure he won't as well. Novak. I mean, he'll just be like, if I lose, I lose. Like, oh, very big serve though from Novak at 30 all. And look, don't discount him yet. If he holds here, you never know. His returning still been very good. It's just the 1+ shots after that, 1 and 2+ shots after the return. So 30 all here, and Djokovic under the cosh for sure, serving to stay in the match, but with a big serve down the tee once again, and big. You can tell he's going big here, is Djokovic, but Nadal goes even bigger with the backhand cross court. What a backhand cross court! Flipping heck, that is huge. And now we have a match point on our hands. Now, Nadal, to be honest with you, as a Rafa fan, he's been known to miss the first 1 or 2 match points or championship points. He doesn't, I mean, it's quite often that he doesn't take the first bite of the cherry. So I'll reserve my judgment for after this point. Djokovic goes big with a serve out wide, but misses it. So second serve for Rafa to look at. He'll just be thinking, get this in and get this wide. Oh my God! See, shanked it, shanks the backhand, and ruins a championship point. This is what I mean. I knew it. I knew it'd happen as well. Big second serve from Djokovic, 100%. But Nadal just not. Yeah, I mean it's pretty poor for me. Shanked it really. Obviously, probably not expecting it to be that quick, but yeah, it's interesting backhand from Nadal. Djokovic going big down the tee, but it's a let. So first serve for the Serb to have a look at. Novak Djokovic goes down the line again, down the tee, tries to, but it's too long. So a second serve for Rafa to look at here. And at deuce, Djokovic is fighting to stay in this match. Goes out wide to Nadal's backhand. The return not super deep, and the forehand from Nadal not deep enough as well. Just the depth failing Nadal there. Just too short. Very big play from Djokovic. Not giving him time. Nadal will be disappointed because it's just too passive. Needs to be getting more depth on those shots, and he's not. And he's letting Djokovic come up the court to him, and it's very hard when you have someone like Djokovic coming forward towards you. Advantage to Djokovic, and he saved a championship point already. Tries to go down the line and misses it. So second serve again for Nadal to look at. So that's 3, I think, in a row, and Nadal's not really made any of them count. So let's see. This time, a bit more conservative with it, and Nadal goes down the line, sorry, even with the into-out forehand. Oh, and then he misses the drop shot on the slice. So here we go. 3-5, and Nadal serving to stay in this. I'll tell you what. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see, because I tell you what, Nadal in that game is level dropped. 100% is level dropped, and I've got a bad feeling, and I hope it doesn't happen, that he's going to struggle on his serve. But let's see. I think first serves are a must for Nadal. Djokovic, especially on the second serve, especially the depth has been unbelievable. But the first serve has been good as well. Let's see. Nadal's going to have to up his game again because this level is pretty poor in that return game just there. But he's serving for the championship here. And yes, that's the start you want as a Rafa fan. Really good serve out wide to Djokovic, a forehand. Djokovic slicing. I'm not sure why he sliced that, but it's gone low and short. And Nadal's got round it very quickly and wrapped the forehand down the line. So 26 winners from Nadal, 10 for Djokovic, forehands winners, sorry, even. So Nadal, I mean, you expect that. Guys in the chat, thank you very much as well for tuning in. Please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Nadal 15 love up and 5-3 up on his serve. Serving for the Rome Masters here in Italy. Crunching the forehand to Djokovic's backhand. Djokovic going cross-court with his own backhand. And then Nadal going cross-court as well with his. This time then goes down the line, knees bent. And then goes, well, almost drop shot. And it's not good enough. It's really just sitting up, waiting to get hit, which is just crazy from Nadal. Very good stuff, though, from just from Djokovic. The depth has just been very good. And this is what I mean. Again, it's very good movement from Djokovic, making Nadal move. He's saying, look, you're going to have to stretch. I'm going to take the point if you're not going to. And Nadal needs to make sure that he's more aggressive there, and he wasn't. On his serve, especially now, he's serving the championship, he's got to go for it. Let's see if he does, and let's see what Djokovic's return is like on this point. Nadal goes down the line, or down the tee, sorry, even. Djokovic tries to go deep with the backhand return, but can only go long. So Nadal 30-15 up on his serve. 2 more points. You'd expect him to do it on his serve, but let's see. Let's see. Right, so he's on the ad side. I reckon he's going to go out wide to the Djokovic backhand. That would be the go-to serve, the lefty serve, and also just a serve that he has mainly gone to, but let's see. Yeah, he tries to go out wide. I think he's actually taken a little bit off there. He had 177, took a little bit off that serve, tried to find the angle and almost an ace. Just swinging it at that angle, Nadal, but a second serve now for Novak to have a look at 30-15, and kicks it to the backhand. Very good depth from Djokovic, and he runs around the backhand onto the forehand side. Nadal loops it, and it's out. And this is what I mean. It's just not enough depth. I understand that that's a really good return from Djokovic. It is a very good return, but Nadal's got there. His movement's there. Even if he hits that lob backhand deeper, it's better than doing what he's doing now, which is which is just not extending the shots. Let's see. 30 all here now and 5-3 up is Rafa. As I said, serving for the championship, but Djokovic, as you'd expect, making it very hard for the Spaniard. And Nadal is definitely struggling a little bit here to see this out. He's had a championship point in which he couldn't capitalize, but Djokovic has given him a little bit of a lifeline here because that was a very good serve though from Rafa down the tee. Djokovic missing the backhand, hits the backhand long. And now there's another championship point, about 40-30. So let's see. Let's see. Is Rafa going? I reckon he's going to try and swing the serve out wide. He's got to. When you because he's just thinking to himself, if I get it in play, so that Novak can get it back, he's just going to hit a ridiculously deep return. So why not try and go for the ace? That's what I would do. No, he doesn't. He tries to get it in play, and that's what Novak does get a ridiculously deep return on the backhand side. We're into a rally, and Djokovic goes cross court. Nadal crunches the forehand cross court, and Djokovic hits the backhand wide, and Rafa Nadal has won here at the Rome Masters. He's won 6-5, 1-6, 6-3. Unbelievable stuff from both players, to be honest with you. But Rafa Nadal obviously coming out on top. Unbelievable, unbelievable stuff from Rafa Nadal. Wow. Really, really good stuff from the Spaniard. It has to be said. He was just so impressive throughout. And what can I say? I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on in this match. I mean, 2 hours and 49 minutes. And I mean, Rafa, of course, plays so well in huge bursts, but it has to be said, Novak played unbelievably in spurts as well. And I'll tell you what, it's just a great encounter. And that second set, it looked like Djokovic was going to run away with it. And then the third set, Nadal came back. At the start of the third, you had Djokovic just started off so well, and then Djokovic just came back into it and won, what was it, 11 out of 12. So unbelievable stuff. So let's see. Unbelievable stuff. Crazy stuff, though. Guys in the chat as well, thank you very much for tuning in. And I really do appreciate it. It's been fantastic to have such a good turnout at times as well. So please do remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel as well. I'll be doing day-by-day reviews for the French Open, plus live streams like this. And I'll also be doing a French Open preview with Stephen Broughton from The Slice. Do check out his channel as well. It's purely tennis channel. Mine, I cover tennis, boxing, and also cricket. But I will be covering the French Open in depth, like I did today. But yeah, oh, what a match! What a match to watch, guys! Thank you very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I hope you have a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And yeah, Nadal winning his 10th Masters tournament at Rome, even so his 10th Rome Masters 1000 tournament. And Novak had a fantastic tournament as well. It has to be said, played twice yesterday, Tsitsipas and Sonego, of course. So, look, unbelievable run by him. But I think this could be a slight mental edge to Nadal going to the French. But let's see. Very, very good win for Nadal and a fantastic tournament. Right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fantastic day. Stay safe, keep well, and I'll see you on the next video. I will be releasing a review for this where I'll be going through the stats and facts of the match. And as I said, I will be doing the French Open in detail, day-by-day reviews, live streams, and also I'll be doing a preview released next week as well. Thank you, everyone. Please do remember to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much.